Sóde òwe, àfìgbà sóde òwà. Àǹfààní gọ́dọ̀ kù mà lè yó. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lára ayé. Bàtàn lọ́rùn ló múra kó kéde ikú omi. Àfìgbà tó dé òwe. Àfìgbà tó dé òwà. Jòhánù Báptísì látúrọ̀ wá. Ìrònúpìwàdà fún aráyé. Aráyé kò sí tọ́ o. Aráyé kò sí tọ́ o wá. Jòhánù Báptísì látúrọ̀ wá. Ìrònúpìwàdà fún aráyé. Aráyé kò sí tọ́ o. Aráyé kò sí tọ́ o. Àǹfààní kan tó kù mà lè yó. Ikú Mẹ́sáyà, Olúwa rọ̀ mí sí ọ. Lọ́rọ̀lú kò kí ìwàdà. Ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ètò. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Tókù mà lè yó. Lẹ́yìn ikú Mẹ́sáyà, Olúwa rọ̀ mí sí ọ. Hello there, my name is Prophet Victor Olaore Omaseyin, Ọmọ Ìlàjẹ Òmùrò, Àgọ́mù ní Agbénọkànhẹwà, Agbénòrìjọ́, Ọ̀dán Tọ̀pa, ọmọ wọn nígbò of Ugbo, ọmọ aṣàlẹ̀jẹ̀jẹ̀ bẹ́ni tí ò lóbìnrin, ọmọ olówó lóbìnrin Ọ̀yọ́, ọmọ àdòwó nàgọ̀dọ̀ jóbìnrin ẹtù, ọmọ àtìtorí omi gàrí náà máa bá ẹ̀ pa, ọmọ àtòrìjọ ọdán tọ̀pa, ọmọ lẹ́bí ló tan, ọmọ àlàwọ̀ lúgbò, ọmọ abẹ́jàwẹ̀ búlẹ́búlẹ́ jògbòrì màmá. You're welcome back to another edition of Celestial Reality Check. I'm your regular host. My name is Prophet Victor Olaore Omoseyin. And if you are joining us for the first time, you're welcome to Celestial Reality Check. You can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So you can enjoy some of the programs we've done in the past and some of the ones we are going to do today. It's going to be a lot of interesting discussions. We're going to discuss about so many things. And just about 2 or 3 topics that we're going to discuss today. But of course, just relax yourself and don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned as we're back, and then we're going to enjoy ourselves.
Celestial Reality Check, wọ́n yẹ pariwo fún gbogbo yóò kẹ́gbọ́n. Àfọ̀rọ̀dẹ́kun wà bàjẹ́ nínú ìjọ mímọ́. Wọ́n tún ti gbọ́rọ̀ jinlẹ̀ dé o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ilé kó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà. Ìgbẹ̀yìn ló máa dolóku àdá o fún gbogbo yín. Victor Ọmọláọrẹ Ọmọsẹ́yìn, ẹni tọ́ Ọlọ́run ṣe tirẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ta ló lè kọjú já sí. Ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn àgbààgbà tó yẹ kó máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà nínú ìjọ mímọ́. Ó máa ṣe àwọn ló ń gbéra wọn lọ sílé ẹjọ́ lójoojúmọ́ mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yóò mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yín lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan àti wọ́wọ́ ní oníjìbìtì mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yóò mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yín lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan àti wọ́n ṣe kú ṣẹyẹ nínú ìjọ mímọ́ mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yín o mo sọ́ọ̀rì fún gbogbo yín lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan. Don't get this twisted. Èmi ni Lágbájá Sẹ̀lẹ̀.
You welcome back to another edition of Celestial Reality Check. I'm Victor Olaore Omashen. Today we have some interesting topic that we want to discuss. So many things is going on. And for quite some time now, we've been silent about it. But again, we just want you to understand and get update information around some of those things that is going on that we want to share with us. I quickly want everybody to understand that the pastors and everybody in that traveled to Agonge, they were there at Agonge some couple of days since on the 17th of March, till 19th of March. Of course, on the 24th, which was yesterday, the pastor and his entourage and all the pilgrimage that went to Agonge, they are on their way traveling back to Nigeria. That's one important information we want to know. Okay, again, it's my privilege to announce to every one of us that Celestialism International Platform, Celestialism Platform, they are going to be organizing their program again for this year. Another leadership program is coming up this year, and it's going to be at Badagry at CCC Messiah Cathedral at Badagry. The date is 8 to 12 of May. Let everybody keep that date. If you are going, the number is there for you to call. If you are interested. There are a lot of side attractions to see in Badagry. If you're in Lagos, it's a beautiful camp for you to participate. The date is 8 to 12 of May 2023. The venue is CCC Messiah Cathedral at Povita in Aradagun bus stop in Badagry. They are going to be visiting a lot of tourist sites, a lot of interesting places like the 4-story building in Nigeria. They are also going to visit the Oba of Badagry, the Accra. They are going to visit the Palace of the Oba. And of course, they are as well going to be visiting the Port of No Return in Badagry, among other things. This is an interesting program for young people to attend in Celestial Church of Christ. I also want to use this medium to remind us that CCC National Diocese, they are organizing a 3 days leadership programs for all the clergy and church workers in Celestial Church of Christ. The date is April 27th to 30th, 2023. Our father in the Lord, Baba Jao, and our father in the Lord, Baba Olanride, are both going to be the powerful facilitators for this interesting program. It is a 3 days powerful program for you to get recharge, refresh, and rejuvenate yourself as church worker, as clergy in United States of America. The program is 3 days, April 27th to 30th, 2022. And it's going to be happening live very soon, either in Chicago. The dates, just keep in touch, and with National Diocese, U.S. National Diocese, the program is coming on live for everybody to understand. So, the organizers of Celestial Church of Christ, what is it called? Season 2 Celestial Soccer Championship. They're already starting their championship today, 25th of March 2023. Today's our day. The match started. Salvation Parish and Ikorodu Road Parish FC. They had a clash today at Ejigbo Mini Stadium in Ikotun. Road in Lagos. We are going to be speaking to the CRC media who are on the field to get information around the results so that they can give us an update with what happened at the event. As well, the concluded match that a lot of us have seen on CRC that was previewed for us to see was the match between the CCC National Headquarter Makoko FC versus CCC Ayilara Parish Football Club. And the match, I think, ended in about 1-1. That match happened at Abete Iwaya Field in Lagos. That's where the match happened. So, but again, there are a lot of interesting football teams that are coming up to contest in this football match. In Group A, we have the National Headquarter and Ayilara. They are also going to be playing with Ayilara Parish. They did the match today. And as well, we have the Lagos Southwest Province FC versus National Headquarter Makoko. They are also going to be playing their match on the 1st of April 2023 by 4 p.m. The venue is going to be given to us pretty soon. Ayilara Parish FC as well is going to be meeting with Lagos Southwest Province FC on the 8th of April 2023. And as well, Lagos Southwest Province FC is going to be meeting with Ayilara Parish FC on the 15th of April 2023. National Headquarter Makoko is also going to be meeting with Lagos Southwest Province on the 22nd of April 2023. And to close up the Group A, match is going to be CCC Football Club versus National Headquarter Football Club Makoko on the 29th of April 2023. And for the Group B is going to be having CCC Salvation Parish FC versus Ikorodu Parish FC. Their match started today, which was the opening match for Group B. And we're also going to be discussing with the football the CRC football media team were present at that football match. And as well, the next match is going to be between CCC Okiki Mole Cathedral FC versus CCC Salvation Parish FC. That is coming up on Thursday, 30th of March 2023 by 4 p.m. As well, CCC Ikorodu Road Parish FC is going to be meeting with Okiki Mole Cathedral FC at on the 8th of April 2023. As well, Okiki Mole will play the return match. They are going to be playing home to Ikorodu Road Parish FC on the 12th of April 2023. As well, we have Salvation Army playing their home to Okiki Mole on the 22nd of April. Ikorodu Road Parish is also going to be playing their home match against Salvation Army on the 29th. So that's all of what we have that we're going to be sharing with us. Okay, so let's go back and straight to our discussion for today. Let's go straight to the issue of discussion today. There are a lot of issues going on that some of us have seen, and we don't really like some of those things that is happening, that is going on social media. We've had issues with Metro Parish. I just quickly want to talk about the Metro Parish case. A lot of people have been writing so many things on Metro Parish case, and they've been posting so many things on Metro Parish, that this is becoming a very big issue and a very big challenge for everybody. And we just want people to understand some of the things that is going on, and then we'll have a discussion around it. We have Emmanuel Akinyele, who have been doing a lot of write-up around the CCC Metro Parish, as well as other issues that have been going on. But again, let's quickly have this break, and then we'll be right back.
Honestly, like I told when I did Moshe, people like us thank God for Celestial Reality Check. God brought in Celestial Reality Check at a time like this. There's a lot of checks and balances now. Everybody now sits right. So people like us, we might not comment 10 times, 5 times, but we are praying. And God says something on my heart. I'm praying for Celestial Reality Check. All the crew members, all the team members, you have the grace of God. Grace got you. God will bless you. For a lot of millions of people like us who don't be able to record that stuff, we don't shout all the time on your comments. But God bear me witness. I swear to God, you got my heart, and we're praying for you. And nothing evil will happen to any one of you. God will bless you all.
God will bless you. Amen. With longevity. Amen. So you will not stop. Amen. And keep doing it. And even after leaving this place to the place of glory, it will still continue.
What Celestial Reality Check. Catch up. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.
You're welcome back to Celestial Reality Check, and I'm taking you back to CCC Archdiocese headquarters in United States of America, Metro Parish. I want us to have a discussion around what is going on in Metro Parish. So, recently there are some messages that is online, and people have been listening to this message, and some of them I found it very appalling, very disturbing. And I think it's high time we have interaction around some of these discussions. So, but before I continue or start calling or interacting with the people involved, I think it's okay that we listen to some of this conversation that is going on the platform.
We call you guys hypocrite. You that is talking against Metro Parish. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. Oh, deep in heart, we do believe we shall overcome one day. Brothers and sisters, this is victory evangelists at large. First of all, before I respond to the foolish, idiotic, usurp letter that patronage, the desecrator of the altar that you guys are praising today.
Okay, so before I continue with that, some of these words are not words that Christians are supposed to be using or supposed to be saying. So most times when we hear some of our leaders or elders speak, we wonder if they actually or truly know Christ in some of the contents, the kind of words that they use. So for us and for other young people who are listening to some of this conversation, they are not going to be encouraged listening to those kind of words. I think it's something that people shouldn't listen to. But again, I'll continue with this conversation.
That you calling them elders.
Okay, so the person speaking is Alagba Emeka. So is Emeka. Let's listen to him again.
You, Peter. I am talking to you, Peter, first. Let me address you. You and Ebun Enaro. I'm addressing both of you. You know what? You guys are disgraced in the land of civilization. And you are a disaster in the vineyard of God. If you guys, you have used bribery to bribe Baba Adeniyi not to release a letter. You people have done it. And you people don't want to come out of it. You know what?
Okay, so we are going to be also talking to Emeka to ask him about some of these comments that he has already shared, and we need to find out some of the facts around some of this discussion. So I'll just play like one or two, and then we're going to open the line for calls.
Shame and hellfire is waiting for you guys. People are struggling in Metro Parish. You saying elders? Who are the elders? The wrong elders? Those are whom you call in elders? Wait, we'll teach them lesson. You guys go and bribe Adeniyi properly because Adeniyi is taking bribe. That's what you're threatening him for.
Okay, so Baba Adeni is actually the secretary for Celestial Church of Christ worldwide. He's the secretary working in the pastoral office in the international headquarters in Makoko, in Imeko. So Alagba Victory at Large is accusing Baba Adeni of collecting bribe. So we are still going to be having this interaction. Okay, let's continue.
He does not want to release the letter. He has been holding the children of God hostage. You guys pushing him. I am going to expose him. I don't care. Take me to court. Take me to anywhere. Okay? There's freedom to worship. These people are not giving us freedom to worship in our church. They take the church as if they own it. You once upon a time.
Okay, so if I thought there are freedom of worship, there are also freedom of there is also a need for everybody to caution the use of words and accusation. Because there are freedom of words or freedom of expression does not mean that you accuse people wrongly. I'm going to be giving that to Emeka so that he can listen to that. And let's continue.
You're saying that this guy is secret. Now today you are praising him. A boy like you. You guys, you are nothing but disgrace and disaster in the heavenly throne. You will never see heaven. You will never see heaven. Okay? You don't even respect the HOD. The office of the HOD.
Okay, so
the office of the HOD you don't respect. Okay? You don't even respect the elders. But I'm waiting for people to come to Metro. We are ready for them. We know the people who are banned. We are ready. Either they close Metro or we overcome. I am saying this. They either close Metro or we overcome. They are trying to murder peace. Okay? The pastor spoke. You guys are suppressing the pastor. You don't even have respect for the pastor. You do not have respect for the pastor. And you can praise his letter. You are nothing but disgrace. And those of you that are silent, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You want to praise God. You want to praise God. You want to worship God. And yet they are disgracing, holding the children of God in hostage, in bondage. And you cannot say anything. The Lord said, if you cannot love your neighbor that you see, how can you say you love me? That's what God says. It is in the Bible. It is in the Bible. They disrespect in every office just because you don't like one person. You're using bribery to bribe Baba Adeni. You're using threats to threaten Baba Adeni. Baba Adeni, you are a shame in that office. You are a shame in that office. You're not releasing the letter the pastor has asked you to release. You're taking advantage of the challenges of the pastor. That's what you are doing. All of you will see hell. All of you will see hell. I don't care. None of your juju, your babalawo will touch me, except I did not cross River Niger. None of you, your juju, your babalawo will not touch me. I can confront any one of you because you are not clean. You are dirt. You are dirty. You guys are dirty. What you are doing is dirty. Yes. Yes. You on this program. You praising them. You praising the secretness. I'm coming to release that audio. I'm coming to release the video again. I'm coming to release the video. See the people you are calling elders. I want people to remind you. I'm going to release the audio. You watch. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe Metro shall overcome one day. Let me tell you guys what's going on. Bribery. Baba Adeniyi in the pastor's office is as corrupt as corruption himself. When I saw that man in United States, when he came to the United States, I thought he was a gentle and humble and honest man, but he's not. Baba Adeniyi is taking advantage of the pastor's physical challenges. The pastor has instructed him to write a.
Okay, so at this point where we are,
him to write a letter to discipline people who have disgraced themselves in Metro. But yet today, these very people are being celebrated. This video I posted, have you forgotten it? Have you forgotten it? If somebody goes into your bedroom and mess up your bedroom, mess up your bed, and defecate on your bed, are you going to forgive that person as soon as this and be praising him when the person could not apologize to you, could not repent to you? Oh, where is Celestia going to? Where is Celestia? Baba Deni, where are you in all of this? Where are you in all of this? They give you letter, you will take letters. Baba Neni, I'm not afraid of you. You may go anywhere. You may go to Babalao. Baba Neni, go to Ogomosho or wherever, Akure, wherever you want to go. Go and bring the Babalao for me. Me, Victory. Bring him for me. Trust me. As long as Jehovah God knows that I'm worshiping him in faith and in truth, and I'm standing for the truth, you guys are cooking. Your children are suffering in Metro Parish. The youth are suffering. Metro Parish is getting empty just because of two people. Two enemies have become friends to fight against the righteous. Two enemies. And you, Jezebel, you say, wait. Jezebel, I know exactly what you have done. You have exchanged money in hands. You've bribed. You Jezebel, you have bribed. That's not bribery. You using to threaten Baba Adeni. You said if Baba Adeni releases that letter, the cookies will crumble. And now he's afraid. Oh, poor pastor. He sits there and people who he thinks they are working for him, they are working for God. People who is surrounding him, the pastor office is so corrupt. Oh, pastor, God will really fight for you, my pastor, my pope. God will fight for you. All these ones who are taking advantage of your physical situation, God himself will go after them one by one. Wait, it's not too long. It's not so long. It will happen. It will happen. It will happen. This picture, they have forgotten it. This picture, they have forgotten it. I will put it on my Facebook. I will put these pictures on my Instagram. Let anybody take me to court for that. Because it's reality. It's not an acting. Okay? It's not an acting. And you, Jezebel, how can a church, let me ask this question. When has women been given so much power and such that a woman has taken herself as the Jezebel of United States diocese that is going all around, and he has the foolish men who are following him, like Peter and Co. They are following her, like Jacobson. They are following her, like Oshitolu. They are following her. They are standing by her.
I'm coming, please. I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna pick your call. I'm gonna call you back. Okay. All right, sir. Yeah. Okay, so we're not gonna take all the message.
They're following her.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bible said the voice of a woman should not be heard in the church. But here we are today. A Jezebel has taken control over the office of the HOD. She's the one now calling the shot. Every man is afraid. I was waiting for her to face me when I went to Charlotte. If I know the begging from the Atoku. Yes, if I know the begging from the Atoku. That's me, Victory, saying it.
Okay, so
no matter how you tie your jaw, I will stand against you. This is so wrong. Men of God are sitting there quiet. They do not say nothing. They can't say because they are afraid of justice.
Okay, so at this point, there are so many voice messages, and I wouldn't want to bore everybody listening, the viewers, with so much of that. I'm just going to go straight to call the person that was speaking, and then we have this interaction. If you have questions, you can type it out, and then we're going to open the line for people to start calling in so that we can discuss on this issue of CCC Metro Parish that have been going on. And it's been a very worrisome issue, a very big concern for everybody. There's a lot of accusation and counter accusations here and there. And I think it's high time that we all, of course, just get updated on this issue that is going on. All right, so we are still not able to get him now, but let me pick the call of a man who called to contribute to the issue that is going on Metro Parish. Hallelujah, sir. Hallelujah, sir. Yes.
Am I on live?
Yes, you're on live now. You can help us speak out a bit. Yes, please. You are live now. Hello? Oh, I think you need to call. Maybe you can call directly. Yes, you're live. Good morning. You can help us be audible a bit.
Okay.
Don't worry about the other phone. Don't even listen to that for now. You can reduce the volume of that radio. Yes. All right.
Okay. All right. I'm a member of Metro Parish and I've been there for quite a while.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to suck up the whole air. You can see how passionate victory is.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to address the from two sides.
Okay.
One is the issue of the elders.
All right.
Yes, we have elders in the church, but they don't represent the whole church.
That's true.
Really, to be honest with you, the man actually spearheaded them, and I created this issue. You have Mr. Hassan, you have Mr. Adebowade, those two.
Mm-hmm.
They've been in the church for a long time, that's true. When you get to the church, they'll tell you a story like, this is how we do it here. We fight and we come back together. But there's something called insanity, whereby you keep on doing the same thing
over and over,
you get the same results. Just because they've been there for the longest doesn't mean the church belongs to them.
That's fact.
And both of them, at first, say about Mr. Adebowale, he was part of the elders that wanted to separate the church and go with the man in New Jersey.
Babylon Nishola.
Yes.
Okay.
About a year or 2 years, 18 months ago.
Okay.
And the whole church stood up with the help of Alagba Hassan. And everybody supported Alagba Hassan. And we kept on getting letters from kids back and forth. Some will say the letters are fake, they're not true. And eventually, we voted the old shepherd out. And with the church, they had what the church decided was that those people that led almost like a coup or that wanted to go with the guy in New Jersey, that for a while we won't allow them to do anything. Let's just bring the church back together. They sanctioned them, they dismissed the committee of elders. And Alagba Hassan stepped in. Unfortunately for Alagba Hassan, he messed up along the line. He messed up, he fought in the altar, he was sanctioned. They brought the diocese in, Elder Balogun, Elder Omar Williams, to calm the situation down. And at that point in time, they kept on telling us that we're going to get a shepherd, we're going to get a shepherd, we're going to get a shepherd. Mr. Adebowale was okay with it until Mr. Williams settled with her son. He called him like, listen, I'm about to leave, and as a shepherd, I want to be at peace with everyone. The moment both of them settled, all of a sudden, Alagba San and Mr. Adebowale now got up and said they don't want the shepherd anymore. What they're doing essentially is that they're teaching us rebellion. This is the same pastor that came and dipped his hand in the oil and anointed them. Ask them if what I'm saying is lying. The pastor came and they all knelt down before him, and he dipped his hand in the anointing oil and anointed all of them. This is now the same EMF that you now say it's not true, you don't want. But you all kneel down as church workers. There's hierarchy.
They never said they don't want the pastor. Nobody said that.
No, they said they don't want the shepherd that was brought to us. The shepherd Daudu. About to introduce to us, and that's when Mr. Adebowale stood up and said, no, we the elders, we don't want this, we don't want that. But you don't represent all of us. Mr. Adebowale doesn't represent all of us. And that is how that part is. As of today now, the youths are protesting.
Okay, so let me quickly correct an impression. When he stood up, when few elders stood up and said they don't want the shepherd, does that mean it wasn't the consensus of the parish?
Yes, sir. They had dissolved the elders committee. This thing is really, really rotten. The same elders committee was dissolved at the time of when the issue of going with the gentleman in New Jersey or not.
Okay.
It was dissolved. Well, they know how they come together. How many are they? Half of them are in the 70s. And people are like, no, they're of the opinion that we want to drive them away. People want to do, no, we're not saying that. We need order, and we need trained shepherds.
So now, there's something that we need to understand in Celestial Church. There could be issues with elders and the members, parishioners. They could have issue here and there. There are parishes where shepherd was posted and the elders accepted him, and the youth said no, they don't want him. So if the youth said they don't want him, that does not mean that the youth is representing the entire church. However, in such situations, the shepherd needs to be recalled. And that doesn't mean that you are defying the authority of the pastor. It means that something is wrong somewhere. And yes.
Let me say this to you with all due respect.
Yes.
See, being on the ground is really different from theory, practical, this is the way it's supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. We're the ones that are there. And if we say we want this guy, there's a reason why. It's like the blind leading those that have full eyesight. I've been in this church for over 30 years. I know the difference between a shepherd and a layman.
Okay.
And it's really, really dirty. Emeka, victory for him to be going off and on and on and on like this. There has to be something. We get so many letters from the pastor's office. We can barely identify or say which is genuine or not.
So let's pick some of these issues one after the other. The issues of pastors' letter coming from the administrative office, I think that have been a very big concern before now. For almost 2 years now, United States of America have been having this prejudice against letters coming from the pastor. If the letter is coming out and is not in your favor, you can come out and say this letter is not original. And that's a common thing. Yes, because we also know that another letter can actually come out tomorrow and say the first letter is nullified. So that's one of the reasons why people have developed that. So I think that is something that the pastor's office need to work on, to ensure that when a letter sealed, signed, and endorsed by the pastor signature is out, nobody have right to kind of have prejudice or compromise against the letter. That's for that. So let's talk about the issue of financial misappropriation. First, there was accusation around solar installation that was done in the church. Can you give us some? Yes.
Let me show you the inroad into the solar.
Yes.
And please, at the end of the day, please give me some time to give you like a conclusion.
Okay.
Just give me the conclusion, and I'll just buttress this. When the solar issue came, there was a committee. They decided that they should go and investigate the church recommendations. Somehow, they went ahead and installed the solar. But if you read the contract of the solar, you realize that even a lawyer that is in his first class 101 contract will know that this contract is so sided. It was a group of elders also that went ahead and signed the contract. Let me tell you in a nutshell. For 20 years now, they won't be able to make any changes to the building.
Okay.
No changes. And we were just about at the point of paying off the mortgage. So now that they signed the contract, we can't make any changes. It's almost as if they remortgaged the building.
So what is the benefit of the solar being installed on your building?
Okay, they'll pay us maybe $1,000 every month. So we're generating income. But because of it's on top of the roof, you can't make any changes to the building because you might damage the property. When you read the contract, you notice that it's all slided.
So, is the solar supplying electricity to the building?
It's supplying to the building, but we don't benefit because the solar company is selling the energy being generated to outsiders. And that does not include us.
So how was the contract signed without the parish having a team to review it?
A group of people, Mr. Adeboale, for a very long time, Mr. Hassan was against it, saying to them that I know you guys got a kickback, but there's no proof. So what could we say? But let me now say this to you. In the course of all these discussions, we got to find out that the DC government was offering them free solar. Free solar with installation. But they didn't go with that. They went with the other one. Now, we're talking about a building that is worth a couple of $1 million. And we can make no changes to it. It took them almost 45 years, whatever the year of the church is, or 20-something years, to pay off this money. And now that they paid it off, now they can't use the building. They can't make any modifications to it. All those that were involved are all these elders. I'm not faulting them, but they made a big mess.
What is the situation, the current situation now?
The current situation is that the solar is installed. I believe they started issuing us some payments. But in order for you, if we go to court and we lose, we we have a huge penalty. We might not be able to afford it. Short of us having $1 million or $2 million, we can't move that solar. So for the next 19 years, we're stuck with the solar. The building's stuck with it, and they can't make any changes.
That's terrible.
Yes.
That's terrible. It's actually terrible, you know.
One of the big things is that, yes, they made a mistake. They apologized, but it's a heavy mistake.
Apology is not enough. That's a very big damage. I mean,
these actions have consequences.
That's perpetual slavery and bondage that was signed. That's not a contract.
And that is what hurts people.
The contract should be a win-win thing. Okay, so let me try to speak with other people, and I'm going to call you back. Please stay online. All right, thank you.
All right, sir. I'll follow you.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we're trying to get back in touch with Victory at Large. Let's try and get him back on the discussion. Ọlọ́run kò dàbí ènìyàn, ènìyàn arónípín. Ènìyàn ìbá dàbí Ọlọ́run. Hello.
Yes.
Victory at Large. Hallelujah.
Me, I'm not afraid of nobody. As long as I'm with Jesus, I know I'm not fighting the fight for myself or for my family members. My children are engineers, chemical engineers, they're working for the United States government. Okay? They are engineers. I taught them at home and they became engineers.
So let's get back to reality. There are some of your voice notes that we've listened to on this program. And those voice notes, one of which you were saying that Baba Deni received bribe. Can you clarify that part for us?
First of all, let me tell you, you see, I like to answer my question, Rector. Am I online or?
Yes, you're online. Everybody is listening to you.
Jesus, me. I don't like to be on public platform because I'm very conservative. I have been in Metro almost a little above 30 years. People were not hearing my voice. Even most people never even knew that I was worshiping in Metro. If you ask the shepherd, Shobwale, he will tell you. Most of the time, when I come to worship, immediately the second Jeremiah is saying, I'm out, I'm gone. The first Jeremiah enter, the second Jeremiah, by the time we get in there, in fact, thanks offering, I'm out, I'm gone. So people don't know me. But I was studying the people from Blennisburg Road to Chilo Place. I was studying the people. I was researching them. And it boils down to two names. There are four of them. We have four generals. And we have one field marshal. These are the contaminators of Metro Parish. Like the speaker you were talking to. He said, they have taken Metro as their personal entity such that they've made Metro to become their retirement home. And as such, they never knew God was going to raise a David up. Or God was preparing a David to stand against them. I'm not afraid. Until Metro is free, the revolution of Celestial Church worldwide starts from Metro. Again, I repeat, the revolution against this corruption in the Celestial Church by these few people who are there, who are making this corruption to be so salient that they're not even ashamed.
So,
they're celebrating it.
Victory at Large, you are on a public platform and everybody is listening to you. So, one of the questions I ask is your allegation about Baba Deni, the secretary
Baba
of...
Deni,
Yes.
let me tell you, Baba Deni, how many times we've called it? We've called the pastor. We call the pastor. Pastor will say, Omoibo, talk to Baba Deni. Omoibo, talk to Baba Deni. Even when the shepherd that the pastor said he should be reporting directly to him, the 2 or 3 times when the shepherd had been confronted with the evil claws of these people. These people, these few elders, you pastor, my pope, I respect him. I really, really respect the pastor. I want everybody to understand. As once a Catholic, you can never even talk directly to the pastor, to the pope. That's how I revere the pastor.
So
after God, he represents God. The pastor will say, he told this shepherd, he said, call Baba Adeni. You tell me what's the transaction. Call Baba Adeni means I've ordered Baba Adeni to write your letter. And they don't know who I know. I told you the first time you interviewed me. You know, when that congregation came, when the pastor came to Washington, D.C.
Victory at large, let's be specific. The point is, yes, you raise an issue that Baba Adeni received bribe.
Well,
yes.
Well, everybody has just released an audio and told Baba Adeni, if you release that letter, you will be exposed. You had that audio on .net. The audio went all over the place. Then you will be disgraced. What do you get out of this? What do you, Victor, get out of this?
Is that how
that means,
you know that Baba Adeni have received bribe?
Is that how I know?
Yes.
That's not only how I know. I will not tell you my source.
Okay, I don't need to know your source, but are you sure you have the evidence that Baba Adeni received bribe? That's what we're interested in.
Like I said, I declare my Fifth Amendment on it. Okay? I'm not going to expose my source.
You know the implication of false allegation.
There's no implication on that. Public officers are there to account to public people.
But public officers are not supposed to be accused if there are no facts.
They can be accused. They can be accused. And when you go, then it will be exposed because all of us will be put on our oath.
Okay.
This man is very unfair. This man is very unfair. Why would you be holding on letter? Okay, you are the secretary of the church. Okay, you are the secretary of the church. You are the secretary of the church. There are things going out there.
What?
And there's precision.
What is the letter you're expecting from Baba Adeni?
There was a letter written by the diocese.
Yes.
When there was crisis in January or February.
Yes.
That they almost brought the shepherd down from the podium. I have that video.
Yes.
All right? They took the microphone from the shepherd.
We've seen that video. We all have seen that. Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes.
All right? So, the HOD called the regional council and called the shepherd council, put these two together, and they spoke in one voice. And they wrote a letter. I'm privileged to that letter. That they made a recommendation before the election in Nigeria. They made recommendation. And when they made this recommendation, they submitted it. And we in Metro Parish, the parochial committee, we submitted our own report, incident report. All this report went straight to Adeni. What did they do? They did not even respond to it. They procrastinated on it. Procrastination in the world of crisis is dangerous. It's like a time bomb waiting to explode.
What was your prayers in the letters and the recommendations?
The recommendation were that these people, for disgracing the state evangelist, holding on his loin, pulling on his loin, pushing him all over the place, that they should be penalized. What they recommended, this recommendation is not enforced. That A, they should be demoted. B, they should be suspended. Okay? That was the recommendation they made.
But those are actions that even your parish, if you have your parochial committee have a meeting and you reach a consensus, you can make those recommendations and effect it from the church.
Listen, again, what you can see is that the chaos. Metro Parish has been in chaos without a shepherd since November, when the parochial, the CCC was dissolved. And we have one guy who has taken the leadership illegally, and you can see what he did to somebody that the diocese sent to take over that vacuum.
Who took the leadership illegally? Who was that?
Azan usurped the leadership.
Azan never took the leadership illegally, because there was a letter that backed up his appointment as the leader in charge, and that letter was signed by the pastor.
Okay, now there you go again.
Yes.
I'm glad you spoke to somebody and you two testified prior to my interview that so many letters are coming out. You see, let me tell you, my brother, I will tell you this. We are all Africans. You can take the monkeys from the jungle and bring it to London and train it. The hands will still black. You know that this is very serious. It's very frustrating. Our children, our youth are suffering. Okay? That's why I'm on this line fighting for the youth.
So let's clear the facts.
Let's clear. That's why I'm going now. I'm going there.
Okay.
Okay. If you are you know what? In research, in scientific research, because I'm an engineer. In scientific research, you take sample and research it. You don't take the whole entity, just a sample. The result of that sample could be generalized that this is the way it will happen for the rest, especially when that sample identify every corner of it, every area. All right? Now, if you are in charge of an office, of a community, a village, and there's hotspot areas in your village, you as the chief and your chamberlains who are around you, and you know the hotspot area, what do? You, Victor? Do you stay silent?
So, you know what we're going to do? In order to help the listeners and viewers who are online, whatever topic or discussions we have or question, let us try to resolve it, answer it, and then before we move to the next line. The first question, yes. The first question I asked was about Baba Adeniyi, that you accused collected bribe, but you couldn't tell us here on this platform that there are evidence that Baba Adeniyi collected bribe. So that was an allegation, and it was a false allegation until it is proven with fact. On the second point, yes. On the second point with Azan actually was not an illegal leader of your parish. He was appointed. Yes.
That's what I was answering.
Yes.
If he was appointed,
yes,
as leader in charge,
yes,
all right,
yes,
and the parish says no, you are not leader in charge, which is very simple like this. You, the diocese, had these prices going on back and forth and videos coming out. What let's say you were the chief of that village.
Yes.
What would you do? Answer this question for me. What would you do? Will you sit there, they are struggling with one letter? Will you step up to prove it?
I'm not the one that signed his appointment. If I'm not the one that signed his appointment, I don't have the power to fire him.
Again, the question is, I told you, let's say it's a village. You are in charge of that village, and there's a spot in that area that are fighting over the truth about the letter U. I'm taking this is let's clear the depth.
Of course, I'm going to intervene to resolve the issue and see that there's peace.
Okay, without the intervention of the office, what does the Englishman say? Silence is what?
Consent.
Silence is what? Consent. That means this office is consent of what is happening, and they want it to happen.
That's the pastoral office, right?
Yes.
Okay, but when you
look again, let me repeat this. Let me take this disclaimer. Two things I'm not I'm not representing the pastor. And I'm not going to say anything against these two offices. Because me, as my background as a Catholic, before I came to Celestial, we revere the priest, we revere the HOD or bishop, we revere the pastor.
Of course, you are representing yourself. Everybody know that. So,
right. No, people are accusing me that I'm fighting for the HOD, I'm fighting. No. I'm too full grown up a man that somebody should be instigating to go and fight for. No, you can fight for yourself. But what I'm fighting for, the silent majority, the voiceless of Metro Parish, the youth of Metro Parish, and the disadvantage.
So, Victory at Lad, let's be. I understand your passion, and I really understand, and I appreciate the extent of your commitment as an individual. However, we don't have to attach emotions to all of this response. We just want something clear so that everybody can understand. The same
asking retroactive question.
Yes.
And I make proverb. Retroactive question is, if you're a director of an office, one department of your company has a problem, that you wrote a letter to them, and other workers, junior workers and other workers are rejecting your letter that this director we don't want, and we're fighting it. Will you go there, or will you do something to clarify the situation to calm it down, or you leave it to happen?
Eventually, the pastoral office suspended and removed Azan as the leader in charge of Metro.
That was no. You're going towards the end. That was after the fact. I will tell you this: in that video, I never released it on my own broadcast platform. Let's say like people are accusing me now that I am fighting against Celestial. No, they said that we should have hide that video and talk about it within the parish. No, because we are suffering. We've talked, the elders are not there. The elders are fighting for themselves. And the generality of the parish is suffering. So I released the audio. It took me some time to make that decision before I released it, that video. If that video was not released, and it has about 10 million people who subscribe to that video, who hit, it became a viral. The pastoral office will never have done nothing about it. You know why? Because since then, with all these crises, Alaba Hassan has apologized. But the apology, 2 weeks later, he destroyed it by fighting again in the sanctuary that they had to lift him outside. Somebody apologized with crocodile tears. They have to lift him, bail him out. Okay, all these things are happening. You see the videos. Man, there's a crisis in your headquarters. And you still stay silent. You procrastinate in it. Why? Until we go to the extra mile before you do something? Or until we have extra people who are not celestial and say, this is not good before you do something? You see, this question you're asking me, you should go to them in the office, man. You should go to them, not me. You should go to them. Now, you sent a pastor, you sent a shepherd, which Metro Parish was longing for. Because the reason why we are longing for an outside shepherd, not that all of them are not qualified, they're qualified to be a shepherd. But guess what? Because they belong to that Adeboale group, most of them, and they have little factions. So any one of them you take will be coming to repeat the same stanza that the speaker before me said. It's the same thing. So we want a new breath, a new person. And Adeboale himself, the time that he was not a friend with Hassan, he accepted that yes, we need. Now when the pastor said, now all of a sudden join hands to fight against the person they said. Now the question about parishes to have the power to reject a shepherd that the pastor said, that needs to be addressed by Celestial Church of Christ Worldwide. You know why? This is the reason about the Second Vatican in 1962, that the Catholic went into the Second Vatican. Because human beings, we take laws, and with time we convert it to our own to comfort our souls, and we use it now to be harnessing from it and enjoying ourselves with it. And all they say, well, that's Celestial way. It is the best way. We need to revisit it.
Okay, so let me tell you that Metro Parish is not the first parish where shepherd will be posted to, and parishioners will reject or object to the pastor's transfer. A lot of shepherds in recent times have been transferred to various parishes, and the parish have written, including CCC Makoko, national headquarters in Yaba, Lagos, Nigeria. They've rejected about 2 shepherds that were transferred to the parish by the pastoral office. So there are processes that this can be done. It shouldn't be with fight.
Alaba Victor.
Yes.
Victor.
I'm with you.
You know, when you make laws, you watch how the laws goes. There are some laws, the laws in the book, they are in the books, but you don't even see them anymore. There are some laws they need to be reviewed. You see, we are in a civilized world. This is America. This not be Nigeria, where democracy, they don't rape and finish. God not a sleep for nobody's village.
Celestia is still the same.
It's
still the same everywhere.
No. It can be the same everywhere, but everywhere it has to have its state. Let me tell you, this is America. Now, this is democracy. Now, before you can say, if few people just get to feel that just put themselves together, they write a letter. Let me tell you the process. When the elders don't want a shepherd, they go through the parochial, they go through the church, the general church. They call a general meeting and say, we don't want it. Then the general people will ask question, why don't you want it? B, they put it to a vote. And they must make sure that they have, that's what Celestial Constitution said. You must have 75%, 3/4 of the members present. Not 10 people, you say they are members that voted. You have to have 3/4. It's in our constitution, not only in our bylaws. You make sure you have 75% of the membership present. Then they discuss it. Then you put it to vote. In that 75%, if your percentage goes 50 greater, then you tell the thing and send it to the parochial committee. Then the parochial committee look at it, they discuss it, they may turn it back to the church to revisit it. Because this is how democracy operates in the United States of Congress. Okay? The House of Reps votes on something, they turn it to the Senate will vote it down. And say, go back and look at it. If they send it to the president. The president will what do they call the word? Help me with the word.
Vent.
Out of me.
He's going to vent.
Veto.
Yes.
He's going to veto it.
Yes.
Right? It goes back. So this is what they call civilization.
So let me ask your parish, right? Do they not have a bylaw?
We have bylaws.
So
these people are not listening to the bylaws.
The provision.
Let me tell you, when the elders went to make peace between us and 2 members of the parochial committee who violated the bylaw, you understand? When we disciplined those 2 members, right? The 3 HODs went there. Baba Osho Toku went there. Baba Yusuf was there. All of them, about 8 elders came from the United States and went there and talked to us. Peace, right? We allow them on conditions that the state evangelists will have to write up those conditions on Wednesday so that we all sign on it moving forward. We agree. Right? We agree to it. But you know what Baba Adewale said during that time before we went to that agreement, we got to that agreement to that point? When I stated, I stood up there and quoted part of the bylaw that these people violated. You know what Baba Adewale said? He said, quote unquote, he said that bylaws is old. I wrote it. I was among the 2 people who wrote that bylaw. It's old. You know what I asked him? I said, well, Baba Adewale, before all this crisis came up now, which you never thought people would stand against you, how were you running this church? Where are the laws? Bring it now in front of this Alagba. Let's see the laws that you are using to run the church. If these bylaws are not, are these your own? I showed it to him. Are these not your bylaw? Yes, they are old. Oh, now they are old. You see, we cherry pick something. You see that? He said they are old. Then I said, no, we are going to handle this bylaw. This is what we're going to hold. Until you bring a new bylaw that the church will vote on it, this is what we're going. Then the old people accept it. Why would
if you actually, excuse me, Victory at Large, if you have a bylaw, it's still a law. And it has to be binding on everybody. Whether it is old or not, it doesn't make any significant sense for any elder, any mature human being to open his or her mouth and say a law is old when that is the only existing law you have in that country,
Well,
in that
that's it.
parish?
That's what I argued.
Yes.
Well, that's what I argued. He could not show it. That's why the Alagba said, well, this is what we're going back. So now, if this man that is causing all these chaos in Metro Parish is sitting in a very big, high respectable meeting and telling the elders who came from far and wide, say these bylaws are old. I wrote it. Can you imagine what laws has this man been running the church with? This is to show you that anybody that comes from Metro Parish, you see, this is what we are fighting against. It has been their lifestyle in Metro Parish. That anybody that comes, there are 5 positions in Metro Parish. Chairmanship, assistant chairman, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer. These 5 positions, to talk to anybody in Metro Parish that has taken 5 to 10 years in Metro, they will tell you. These 5 positions belong to Adeboale and Co. These 5 positions belong to who? Adeboale and Co.
So you actually you have a division. Yes.
Let me finish it. This is what we fight against. We want a new Metro. These 5 positions, if Adeboale fingerprint is not on it, you cannot become the chairman of Metro Parish. If Adeboale fingerprint is not on you and it's go, they go and sit in a private cabinet and approve you. You cannot become the secretary of that church. You cannot become the assistant secretary. This 5 position, for you to fight for it, it is like APC versus PDP.
Hey.
Okay? We are tired. We are tired. The only thing that will bring peace in Metro Parish, I am telling you now, it is when Adeboale say, you know what? Enough is enough. My hands is not there again. I will come and worship with you guys, and anything you want me to do, I will do it. But I am not going to finger point people who become members of the parochial committee anymore. Let the church speak. Then there will be peace. Because now you're talking that they are right to do this. They are right to reject. You know, we know that Adeboale rejects people who don't favor him. He wants to have his fingerprint on anybody that comes as a shepherd in Metro Parish. If his fingerprint is not on it, you are not allowed. He has these pink top women who are there to support him, and these women, they have their interest in Metro Parish.
Okay, so let me go on the point of your we want to go on the point of the accusation on other people. You mentioned their names. I really feel that if there are issues of evidence, supportive evidence, if there are issues of corruption, there should be supportive evidence to back it up so that you can be able to say that ABC is actually corrupt or they mismanage finances. And as a result of this, your bylaw should also have provisions for these people to either resign. Yes.
Listen to me. You're not listening. You're trying to push a nail that is not going into the wood.
Okay.
I have just said, if this man sits in a very special meeting and declare that the bylaw was old, he's not running, he wrote it.
I've said it's wrong for him to say that, and he cannot say that in the court.
Not you saying that alone. Now ask yourself, what is he running the church with as an elder right now? What mentality? What is running in his brain? So therefore, that is number 1 corruption. That's the highest corruption on the land. If you look at the Constitution or the laws of the United States and say there are no law and you go against it, it's treason. That's like overthrowing the government. Okay? That's treason. What corruption is higher than treason in anywhere in the world? That's treason right there. That's treason. For you to say the law, you know what? I'm not going into that. You guys look into it now. If this man, you cannot see that he has a corrupt mentality. If he can sit in a well-dignified meeting where the alagbas of the diocese are sitting and then say that law is a wrong law.
Baba, confirm. I will get back to you pretty soon. Victory at Large, you've actually done some job that people have seen, that have demonstrated the kind of attitude and actions of the leader in charge, Azan. But again, we've consistently hear your voice every now and then. Azan, I've never said a word outside or on a voice note or in the group. And though he could demonstrate some actions that are not acceptable or that seems not to be an acceptable attitude or actions that a Christian should demonstrate. But he never said a word. You've been saying a word, you've been saying a whole lot of issues. And what is the connection that really gave you this passion that made you to continue? Yeah.
Let me answer this question.
Yes.
One thing you have to know. Hassan could not say a word. If me and Hassan sit today face to face, he cannot say nothing because one, I am clean. They have nothing against me in Metro Paris. That's why when I leave my word, I say I've been in Metro Paris for almost or a little above 30 years. You bring my corrupt practices in Metro Paris, nobody can bring.
They do have. They do have an accusation against you.
That's my accusation.
Yes, there was. Yes, they said that the last harvest you promised some money, and you. Yes.
I know why. Yes. I promised to give them 2,500. Yes, I did it. You know why?
Yes.
When I saw why they were going, this is why everything broke down. When I saw and not report on what they did with the former harvest, I asked them in that parochial committee. The chairman by then could not answer. I said, "It was no more. It was anywhere. Now you carry your mouth. Now you get your mouth."
Okay, so
since so I am not going to give my money for these people to share.
So since you sense that there's a mismanagement and you decide to withdraw.
Okay, let me ask you. You know how they write checks? You know how they write checks when we made it? I was in the CTC.
Yes.
There was a reason why Baba Iremere.
Yes.
He did not select me the first pick in the CTC. I was in again.
Yeah.
But the second day, he called us out. He said, "I wonder to be in there."
Let me have Baba confirm to this discussion. I think. Yeah.
Baba confirm. Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen, let me finish. You just asked why Alaba Hassan could not say nothing. That 2,000 February is my prerogative. You know what I did? Instead, I spent most of that money to build up, to make that harvest. The two people were there who were in charge of the media. I built up a temporary media system so that we can have external, what do we call this, tent outside there so that we can have video feed and the audio feed so people can sit under the tent outside.
Okay, so somebody online is already saying that that's not a valid accusation because many people can make a pledge and they don't fulfill them and it's not obligatory. And making a pledge is just a promise. You are not under the law. You are not you cannot be under oath to make a pledge in the church.
No. But to me,
yes.
In church, I have been in Metro. I've been all these 30 years. I make pledge I give.
Okay,
this last year.
There's another one. There's another one. They said that
bring the corruption.
Yes. So there was another one. They said for to procure the media gadget of the church, you gave them a budget. You gave them a budget of 14,000. However, they never gave you the money. They never approved it, and that they had an alternative options of doing it less than the value that you.
For $8,000.
Yes.
8,000. Okay, that's good. Let me answer this question.
Okay.
Please give me time to answer this. I'm glad this person. I know the person who answered is Amusho answering that question.
Okay.
Let me answer this question.
Okay.
I know them. Let me answer this question. Give me this time, Baba.
Yes.
Baba.
You have the.
Oh, Jehovah God. Jehovah, Jesus Christ, Holy Saint Michael. Father, Lord, I thank you that you brought this thing on this platform. Lord Jesus Christ, use me to expose these people today. 14,000. Yes. They asked me to do the media. And my company, I'm working, of course, I am a computer specialist. I work for the United States government. Most of the White House, the Congress, all these places, I do their media because of the company, party to the political strength of the company I happen to work for. You understand?
Yes.
Now, I said I will do this. First of all, number one, listen up, Baba, and evaluate this. This is very sensitive. Number one, I gave them my proposal. And my proposal is the cost of equipment. Okay? And I told the chairman and the secretary by then, I said, this is just for the equipment. You are eligible to buy the equipment anywhere you want to. Just buy the equipment and bring it in and just call me. I'll come and install it and configure it and program it for it to work. Anytime an equipment comes in, call me. I'll come and do it. I want to make Metro a special media center that the whole of Nigeria, Celestia, all worldwide will be admiring at your pictures and other things. All right? I said, so you are open to go and buy it anywhere. So that has cut off that. I have special stores that are going to buy the equipment. That's A, I gave it to them. B, you can get anybody out there to challenge me if they can give you a formidable equipment that will last you more than 15 years. And this equipment, I will train people how to use it. I will, to upgrade it is free. Training is free. Upgrading is free. Maintenance and service will be free. And replacement of parts and other things will be free. This is all you spend for the year. I don't want money for labor. Training, don't pay me for training. Don't pay me for my services because I belong there. But this is the price. If you're able to find any one of these equipment cheaper in the market, buy it. I will do it. Baba, where am I standing in here to profit in that? If you, Baba Victor, you take your car to the mechanic. Hello, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm with you. We are with you.
Okay, if you, Baba, it's for all the parts you need. Go and buy it anywhere you're going to buy it. Bring it. I will install it. I'll make your car work. And whenever this car breaks down, bring it to me. I'll do it free. You're not going to pay me labor. And whenever it breaks down, the parts, I will buy the parts and put it in there.
So, Victory at large, let me tell you that all of those accusations are nothing because they never effect any transaction with you. No payment was made to you.
No.
And
not because they turned down my this thing. That's why. No, let me tell you. I want to go to the end. That's why I want you to go. Okay. To go to the end. Don't just summarize it. No. Don't summarize this. I want to go to the bottom of this. All right? That's why I told you the person who brought that up. Okay. Yes. So after this is done, they brought their challenger. They brought the guy. The guy said he will do it for $8,000.
Yes.
I said, okay, that's fine. I said, that's fine, but I don't think it's what I am ready to put here is the same thing that he's going to put. Listen up. They said, oh, blah, 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 blah. They talk about, I said, okay, that's fine. When they were calling the final meeting to choose the person, the bidder that wins the contract, you know what the chairman did because he's corrupt? He removed me from the wall. The chairman, Ajiboye, he removed me from the wall. And then I was sitting in the men's changing room. Then somebody said, about Victory. There's media committee going on. Oh, they're going to award the contract. You know there? I said, I don't know about it. I checked my phone. I'm not on the wall. Then I saw the chairman coming. I said, Chairman, you have a meeting? He said, yes. I said, am I supposed to be there? He said, no, you are not supposed to be there. I said, thank you. He said, I did not force. They went, they gave it to the guy. Baba, Victor.
We
see the trash the guy is. I see the trash the guy is sold there.
Okay.
After the guy is sold, they had to beg me. I'm telling you, they had to beg me when the harvest was coming. Last 2021 harvest. They have to beg me. Two people. I don't want to measure. They are very conservative. They were in charge of the media, the two elder people, and the lady is elder too. Two of them, Baba Victory, with a bed now. God don't give you this knowledge. Come and help us. We are bringing CNO here. CNO cannot even connect. CNO was coming, he's a professional guy. He was coming because they told him they have all these things, that this thing is updated. When CNO come, I think this CNO does he have? He did not bring them. He was thinking that as a standard media, they should have this. So he did not bring them because of flight expenses and packages and all this, weight, overweight, and blah, blah, blah. He just brought the basic thing. That is what we call engineering, the source. The source is what he brought.
Okay, so yeah.
So I had to come in. Listen, I had to come in. They called me. I said, okay, I will do it. I spent 3 nights, even Baba Hassan was able to tell the church that I prayed Victory. Victory was here 3 nights. No sleep, non-stop, going up and down to make sure that our media was working. Even so, the last day, when the harvest was going on, something went down. They had to come and call me. I rushed to Walmart, brought what do you call this? They gave me money. I went and buy. Me and the treasurer there went there. I picked the most formidable display. I brought it in. I programmed the display. They are not paying me. They gave it to somebody. I programmed the display to be able to match with this guy's equipment that he brought in. And I went to the job. People were seeing me. At the start of the harvest, people were sitting down. I climbed up that place. I hooked the thing up. It worked. I came back. Other cables, I ran them. I made sure. We even use Wi-Fi. We use Wi-Fi. We use wireless stuff again. I bought those wireless from Micro. They did not pay me for that. Wireless equipment. Baba, this is it. If I was having a bad mind for the church, would I have gone to save the church when CNO was there?
Okay, so that is clear now. And anybody making that accusation from Metro Parish, they should understand. Yes, they understand you now. Everybody understand you. We all understand the fact that there was no transaction. It was just a mere accusation. Now let's go back to the issue of.
That's why I say. That's why I say Alaba Hassan cannot challenge me. Ask Alaba Hassan for $1,600. That he said he sell those things. Ask Alaba Hassan and Baba Adebwale when Alaba Hassan cash $40,000 CD. They know about that. That was 10, 15 years ago. Ask them. Let them put them on the house.
Okay, so now let's get back to some points. Let's get.
I am loud because I am not corrupt.
Let's get back to a point. You are speaking and people in your church can listen to you. Even when you talk on the phone to people, they can listen to you, they can hear you. You need to calm down sometime in the way you talk, because if you use all your energy to pass your message, I understand that's how a whole lot of Nigerians speak, with so much energy, passion, and all of that. And you need to consider the fact that you're consuming too much energy to pass a simple message, right? So always relax. This is a church. It's a church issue. It's not a civil war. No.
Let me tell you why I don't relax. Let me tell you why I don't relax. Baba, what did I tell you before? I was in that church. Nobody knows me. Sometimes Baba Shobwale will have to call me and retain me. Say, Stan, let people know you. New people have come. They don't even know you. I call your name. They don't know you. I'll come. I'll wait for him. I'll give him 5 minutes. Introduce me. I'll walk out again. Because, you see, when God was planting David to stand for the Israelites against Goliath, David never knew. But David knew about the bully of Goliath, the Philistine people, against the Israelites. But he never knew he as a small boy would do it. Okay? I have done so many things by telling people this is so quietly.
So now there's something I want you to understand. I've listened to some of your voice notes that you made mention of Jezebel several times, and you talk about so many issues. I really do not want us to keep having.
No. Let me tell you about Jezebel. I will tell you about Jezebel. You see, go and open First Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. And I will sing a song that my best artist in the whole world, musical artist, that I was growing up.
Yes, I'm in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse.
Read it.
Verse what?
Suffer not, read it. Verse 2, verse 12. Read that verse 12.
Okay, verse 12 says that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth but had pleasure in the unrighteousness. Okay, no. 1 Timothy 2:12. Okay, the Bible says, and I do not permit a woman to teach or to have the authority over a man, but to be silent. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. Okay.
All right. To me, I have it in a new edition verse. It says, "Suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp the authority over a man."
Yeah.
Then if you go to 1 Corinthians 14:34,
Yes.
34 to 35, it says the same thing. All right?
Yes.
Let me tell you this. But now it's too late to see man has lost a place. You know why Bob Marley said that?
No.
You know why the Bible said that man has lost his secrets?
Why?
See, most of, not all of them, I'm not going to make it general. Most of our celestial elders, most of them, they have so corrupt themselves to women. Sleeping with women within the church, doing all these things. And therefore, God has resurrected a Jezebel out of all of this, because man has lost his place to have dominion over all things.
If the Bible says women should be silent in the church, it doesn't mean that women cannot contribute to issues that is going on in the church.
I'm not saying you cannot contribute. But the question is, when you misuse yourself with a woman, that becomes a problem. You have given your spirit to that woman, and that woman will have power over you. Okay?
Yes.
We have a Jezebel, whether you like it or not, and we have a Ahab. And that's why I call them Jezebel, Mrs. Jezebel Ahab. You need to figure that out. You know why? How can a single woman purport herself, without me calling the name, people know who I'm talking about, purport herself directing, abusing the pastor, abusing every elder? But yet, that woman is like a champion over these houses. Why? Even the fellow women are criticizing this woman. Say, I beg you, hello, Joko. Go and sit down and keep quiet.
You know, one thing that I've understand in this church, there are some fights that you don't have to fight if it's none of your concern. Because
no. A death will be in your yard that you are part of that building. You know, say that thing. You know that thing is a death. You say, well, this is not my concern because I did not put it there. Neighbor put it there. Let me sweep. Or I put this death here. Let it stay there. Let me sweep. You're still not cleaning your compound.
It's going to mess up everybody. Yeah.
You're going to be cherry picking. If this woman is wrong to abuse the pastor, if this woman is wrong to disrespect like that, this woman can say anything. She's in a community of meeting. When she goes to that meeting, like I was in Charlotte, look at the way she addressed the people in that Charlotte. As if, look at the way she addressed people, cussing them out there. And the men sit down quietly, could not say nothing. But I was waiting. I said Charlotte, I use the word Charlotte. It's Chicago. I was waiting for her to raise her mouth to me. Because you know why? You know the rest of it now.
Yes.
When you are the light, you don't be afraid of darkness. She could not raise her mouth to me and tell you victory. You are the one taking trash. No, I'm ready. Because she knows. When the light is there, the darkness is like they're going before the ark. God has prepared me for Celestia. That's why I don't care. Go and worship your Babalawo. The one way there for our church.
So I heard all of that issue, that Babalawo thing and all of that. There's no evidence. Do you have any that people goes to Babalawo and consult spiritual spirituality, you don't
Okay,
use.
that question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Does London have a written constitution? Britain, do they have a written constitution?
Yes, they do.
No, it's a lie. I tell you it's a lie. This government to Form 6, they don't have. It's a conventional constitution Britain has.
That's a constitution. It's still a constitution.
But it's a written.
Yes, it is.
Come on, Baba. It's not.
How
it's
did
conventional. It's a lifestyle. Go and check it. Okay?
That's interesting one for me to learn and other people here.
Okay.
But if
Alright.
if
So
United Kingdom do not have a constitution,
listen. There are things that are conventional. There are things that they can be, but by the way they be, you evaluate it, say yes, it's like this, it is this. And you can see it every time any sample comes out, it comes out the same result. Anytime a sample comes out, it comes out the same result. So what do you say? That's the life. We have to live with it.
So to answer your question again, I answered yes. The United Kingdom has never had a written constitution embedded in a single document, right? So
well, you go.
Yes.
I'm glad you confirmed that. I'm glad you confirmed that.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead, so there are things you live by the convention of it, and that's the rule. It becomes the rule of life. So anything against it, people stand against it. All right? Culture and traditions are not written in it.
Oh, okay, you know what? I need to do because I have Baba on the line that I also want to speak to. He's also listening to us now. What is the way forward right now? Because from the information we had, the pastor has transferred Baba Daudu out of Metro Parish. How did he leave Metro Parish? And what is your...
Baba Daudu is not transferred out of Metro. We've not received a letter yet from that. This is why I say the pastor's office has a problem of communication. Something like that should not go to the media. It should come to the HOD. The HOD directs it to parochial committee. They will realize it. And now let me tell you this. You saying this. Hey, let me tell you, Metro is on fire now. You know what? Anybody the pastor said that Adebwale accept, the rest of the church not going to accept him. This is the fire now. I forgot to mention that. All right?
They want to play back. They want to pay him back.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you this, because we know who we are dealing with. Baba Adebwale proved a shepherd there. It means that shepherd is going to dance to the tune of Baba Adebwale. This is how this has happened for 30-something years.
That's a public institution. How can one man control a public institution?
Well, that's him. That's Baba Adebwale right there. That's what he's doing.
No, you don't accuse him if there is nothing like that.
No, listen to me. How many people sign our letter of petition that want Daudu? Over 78 people, right? The petition is out there. We send the petition out there, and these people were not coerced, they were not forced. The petition was put on the internet, and they went there and signed. And the youth printed them out, and we sent it to the authority. Why now the voice of 78 people? This is why I said America is a different beast. Okay? That's why I said that idea of when the pastor puts somebody, you don't want him, you can say it needs to be reviewed. I said this, Victor, it needs to be reviewed.
Okay, so now that you still have Oluso Daudu as the shepherd in charge of Metro, and a whole lot of the videos that have been coming out, even when it's not ideals in some situation, some Sunday videos that have been coming out, it's always one issue or the other. And most of the videos, I always hear your voice.
Yes, you hear my voice because I am. You see, like I said, and I tell people on my audio, I am not an emergency Christian. And thank God, with all respect to the Yoruba tribe, I respect them very well. That's why I've been with them. I went to Yaba College of Technology. I went to the OJOD Training School for Telecommunication. I work for NITEL right across of Lagos. I live my life mostly in Lagos, and I live with the people. I love them. But one thing I know, for them to stand up because of their culture, they are very, very cultural. I respect them for that. They are very cultural. May God bless them for that. They cannot stand up because this is their elder. This is their elder. They will just go in the corner and grumbling. And I hear how people are grumbling in the corners. And when they grumble, it pains my heart. And like I said on my audios, I am not an emergency Christian. I came out of the foundation of Christianity in this universe, which is the Catholic Church. It's where the foundation of all Christianity began. Before the Catholic Church divided into two, the Eastern Bloc that they call the Orthodox, and the Western Bloc that they call the still retain the Catholic Church. Then out of the Catholic Church, we have the Protestants. That's where all the churches came out, including of Celestia. So there's one commonality between all of them, is the Bible and Christ. So I am not, and I grew up in the vestry with the archbishop, the bishop, and the reverend father. I grew up out of them. So I know the basicity of Christianity. When I say anything that is against the Christian faith, I will stand up for it. It is wrong. And especially when I look into the constitution and the bylaws.
Okay, so calm down. Calm down. The point here is that you are not the only member of that parish. There are a lot of people in the parish. And most times when recordings are coming out, you are not only you are not the only member that is recording. I've seen instances where women, young girls are also holding their phones and they're also recording. So most times, of course, it's not wrong for you to record. If you need to record, it's your fundamental human right to do that. And you have the data protection right to also do some of those things you are doing. However, I was talking about your voice, like background coming out. Can you just like calm down a bit so that when all of those things is happening, you don't attach too much emotions? It's a church.
Listen to me.
Yes.
If David had calmed down, was not bold when all the Israelites were saying, you can't go there, you can't go there, you can't do this, they were pulling him back. Will Goliath have been defeated? No. Answer that question. No. There are some people, there are some folks, you need to be loud to get your voice across. They don't want to hear. You need to be loud. I give you biblical example why I'm doing these things, Baba. God has prepared me for them. I'm ready to die for Metro Parish. No, you will not die. You don't have to die for Metro Parish. Really? A lot of people have died. Celestial Church. No, let me make that point clear. You don't have to die. You don't say that. Because Celestial Spirit can never catch me. Because the God of Celestial, the God of Oshofa, every day of Oshofa, himself is with me. He knows that I'm doing the right thing. This is not the way we left this church. Okay, so there was an accusation that all the things you do, the HOD never cautioned you to say stop doing what you're doing. Again, did I take a disclaimer that I'm not fighting for them? Yes, you did. You took that. Right. Yes. I'm a grown-up man now. HOD has called me many times and cautioned me, just like you are cautioning me. But you see, the Church of Worship, you cannot drive anybody there. I'm glad it is in the United States. There is a difference between government, church, and state. Right? You know about that, right? Yes. You know about that? Of course. So if me, look, again, like I said, I'm going back again. I spent 30 years, over 30 years. So nobody knew me. And I said I've been researching. I have seen a pattern that has become cancerous to Metro Parish. It has become cancerous to Metro Parish. So now, when you are removing cancer, do you take codeine and other things to give to the patient? No. You do the ash thing. How do they call that thing? They put people under cancer that people cannot stand. Chemotherapy. Eh? Chemo. Yeah. You know how chemo is. You lose your hair, you lose this. So to remove this cancer, I'm using the spiritual chemotherapy on these people. Okay, so now let me tell you that you are not the only one that have spent 30 years in Celestial Church or in Metro. There are other people who have spent many years. All of them have their call. Okay, fine. Let me just tell you. Let me give you a feedback, Patrick. Let me give you a feedback. You are not the only one that is passionate about the church or the parish. There are other people there who are not happy about what is going on. So many of them are so passionate about what is going on. You need to like work on your emotions, work on your passion, and balance it. Look for a way to balance it, because most times
when you are too emotional or passionate about things, you cannot hear anything from anybody. You will develop a prejudice and you will not even have a open mind. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Have you seen any prejudice in what I'm discussing? I've been discussing on generality.
I've been talking to you, so I've been talking to you. I can't make my judgment based on discussion with you.
So
if
now,
I talk to other people, yes.
Listen, the point about it is, everybody in this world have their core. All right?
Yes.
Everybody in this world have their core. Your own thing you are doing now, you know how many people who are criticizing you for you doing that?
Of course.
That are okay. Sometimes they accuse you, you are on fear. Sometimes they curse you out.
Yes.
But you see, you have to walk with the conviction of God in you to know that this is the right thing you are doing. You see, it's not what they say about you, is what God says about you. And when God says about you, it comes to your conscience. You cannot murder your conscience. My conscience says, I am not doing things wrong, in the sense that I am doing something right that the people themselves, they know it is wrong, but they could not come out with it. Maybe they're doing it their own way. And I'm not against their own way. I do not. Do you see me? I'm not called. Ask them in Metro. I don't ask 2-3 people. I say, come and join me. Let's fight against it. No. No. I know my God has seen that Metro is wrong in what they are doing. My God has seen that. They are wrong. Especially accepting about them while they're saying that he owns the church. He wants to have his fingerprint on everybody that comes here. If you want to be the chairman, you want to be the
okay, so now can we do it this way? You know what? Patrick, calm down. Now, you mentioned Baba Adebo Ali name several times. You've mentioned Kasa and so many other people. All of these people, we have never heard their voice. We've never heard them speak. Yeah, so now this is the point.
You know why?
Yes.
You know why? Guiltiness lies on their conscience. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What has been hidden from the wise and the prudent should not be given to the babe and the suckling. Never again. Never again. We live forever loving Jah.
Okay, so somebody have a yes.
You cannot live in a glass house and throw stone. I'm not living in no damn glass house. If I'm living in a glass house, I will throw the stone all I want because your stone cannot hit my glass. You know why? Like I said, I have not done it. Look at the people think they brought to charges they brought against me, and I'm able to defend it in public. Let them bring somebody training a lagba like me who have big mouth. 30 years in that metro parish, you cannot accuse me of nothing.
He's not a lagba, he's Alagba. He's Alagba. He's not.
I know Yoruba. You should be glad that I'm trying to speak
you
try. You should be proud of me.
Nah, you try.
You should be proud of me. No, don't criticize me for this. You
No.
should be proud.
No. I'm just trying to.
I come from Ajegule.
I'm just trying. I'm trying so you can speak the correct English because.
No. Don't worry about it. Look, Mama Kiniko. When I was there, I called her. I said, Mama, come and teach me Yoruba. I'll be paying you. She did not do it.
Okay, so now you know what you need to
there's a way forward in this. There's
okay,
a way forward.
So before we go to the way forward, I just want you to understand, you said in the beginning when you came on this platform, you had your own children, you train them up, and they are engineers and professionals in their field. If they never listen to you, they can never be successful that they are working with the government of United States. So what that means is that you said the HOD has talked to you several times, other people have talked to you. You can as well continue. Wait, I've not finished, Patrick. You can continue to make your point without speaking to with so much energy. You can make your point. Yes.
Okay. I will change to that. I'll try to revisit all this thing. But let me tell you this. The HOD sitting there, I feel pity for him. I really pity that guy. Because he himself doesn't know the office he holds.
You do have to pity him. Let him carry his cross. He's an HOD. And yes,
but the question is, most of these people who are against him, they are emergency Christians. You know why? Because if you know, I'm talking about the office of the HOD. I'm talking about the office. Take Balogun out of it.
Let's not discuss
It could
about
be
the HOD
anybody.
at this point because he
the
understand
office.
the capacity, the weight, and the all of the attack that come with that office. So let's leave him apart. What's the way forward now for your parish?
Let
Yes.
Let them stop accusing me that the HOD is encouraging me. The HOD knows that if he is trying to stop me from doing the wrong thing, I will listen. But when I'm doing the right thing, these people, most of them, not all of Celestia now, not all, I'm repeating again, not all of the diocese of the United States. There are these few people. They are very few. They are like virus. You just need one virus.
Somebody said that you were very close to Alagbakasa in the past. Both of you were very united. You have a confederacy. So what happened between both of you?
Again.
Imole okuku kole bori oshupa.
So let me tell you, it was my best of best in that church. And when he was ready, when he saw that Baba Adebowale wanted to take the church to the other diocese, he stood against it. And I said, what? 2 dioceses? One is in subordination to the pastor. Really, Baba? And he said, yes. I said, one thing, that one diocese, the head there took me to court. And he knows what I dealt with him there. I said, you know what? What is happening? I'll join my train if you want to join it. And that's how I joined with him. Because it was very close to me. Yani, eat together. Sometimes we hang out together. We sit in the church. We talk. He advises me when I sermon. I ask him, how was my sermon? He will correct me here and there. I listen to him. Ask him. We are best of buddies. But guess what? Like I said, Okuku, whatever you call it, darkness shall never prevail. I found out that he had a personal interest. And I told him, I called him many times, this step you are taking, it is very, very wrong. I will not encourage it because it's against the Christian faith. Oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do this. I said, no. I said, you will lose my support because I don't follow darkness. Because this is not Christianity at all, what you are doing. And he continued. He started to listen to other people. I said, okay, that's fine. I gave up. And I said, motion in the that it should be removed because of the things he was doing. And he was removed in the CCC. We put a vote. Okay? We were on a 2.
So you walked against your friend because he didn't listen to you.
No, not listen to me. He was doing things there in the CTC that was wrong.
Okay.
So that's number 1. When the HOD name was first pronounced, you know about that.
Yes.
When the HOD first name was pronounced, what did he do? Without consulting the CTC, he went solo and wrote a frivolous letters, obnoxious letter against the HOD that you don't even know. You've not met with him. Don't come to Metro. We are speaking with the stakeholders, with the founding fathers, with the grandpatrons of Metro. We do not welcome you. Balogun, don't come to this church. You remember that first letter in April last year?
I think we need to hear your way forward now.
Okay, my way forward. Simple. It's very simple. I'm going to give you the step. Number 1. Adebowale Hassan should leave the church to the people, for the people, by the people, and of the people.
The pastor doesn't take such decision. What is going to happen?
No. I am telling you. That is, the people, let the people themselves make the decision of who is going to lead them. Because they have done this. Obama said if you do things for 50 years, you get the same result. Metro has given back to almost all of these churches in Washington, D.C. I've explained that to you a long time. Because of Adebowale's method. Okay? Right now, Baba, my friend, this young shepherd who has opened his church, I forgot it.
Shola Adebowale.
Most of our members have gone to him. And they don't care. These people are turning around, seeing the church empty Metro. They still don't care. They say afterward, Baba Adebowale put him for
Well, that's the way Celestial Church, that's the way Celestial multiply, and it has always been the style of the church, like a culture from beginning. Even the Olusho Adeboale's parish could also grow up one day, and there could be people who are going to move out and establish their own parish. It's the culture of Celestial Church. Yes.
No, listen. I'm not against going to open parishes. But parishes are open to mission to people. It's for missionary purpose. But you cannot, it's like husband and wife.
Yeah.
They divorce. Do you think when husband and wife divorce, it's a peaceful divorce? No. It's quarrel, misunderstanding, that they break up.
It's the culture. It's still the culture of Celestial Church. Right. We don't have a church planning strategies.
No, listen. Well, that's a fault. That's something that the elders need to sit and address. So that when people like Adepo Ajegule, Celeste there, I see that for Bowanko area of Ajegule, people are leaving Bowanko to come all the way to Okoro area. What do they call it?
Randu.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Or they come into boundary.
Boundary.
Boundary is far from Bowanko.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I, the shepherd in boundary, I know the people who are coming all the way. I try to develop another shepherd in my church or an elder. I'll say, oh, we'll sponsor you. Go and rent that place and open. So these people could not be coming during the rain season down here.
Okay, so
that is the way
so,
good faith
so
should be.
Patrick,
you will give me the people because you've taken and now you possess the church and making the church and sit is your retirement home.
Patrick, in Celestial Church, nobody send people out of Celestial Church. And even if you guys recommend that to the pastor, he's never going to take that decision. The pastor will never write to Baba Adeboale, Baba Adeboale and Kasa to leave the church. The pastor will not do that.
Yes. No, we're not saying let them leave. Okay, Baba, you get me wrong. We're not going to say. Let them just relinquish this authoritarian and
what's their position in the church? What role do they have in the parochial committee or LC? Are they members of any of these two committees?
I'm giving you the role. I'm giving you the role. Why do you understand when I talk? Or
yes.
Because I'm shouting.
Yes. That's why when you are too much weight, dash too much energy to your communication, we end up hearing nothing.
Okay, Baba.
So when you calm down and you talk to us, yeah.
I'm giving you their role.
Okay.
There are 5 positions. Okay, 5 positions.
It was shared between
2 authorities.
Yeah.
2 authorities in the church: the spiritual and the administrative authority.
Okay.
Okay. The parochial committee is the administrative authority.
Yeah.
Who has direct contact with the finances and improvement of the church, right?
Okay.
So there are 5 positions in that committee that Baba Adeboale must have his fingerprint. And all along the 30 years I've seen him having fingerprints in them. If Baba Adeboale, you're not on his good side, you can never be the chairman of that church. You can never be the assistant chairman of that church. You cannot be the secretary of that church. You can never be the assistant secretary of that church. You can never be the treasurer of that church. Because that is where the decision making is. And also, if you are coming to do something in Metro Parish, you have to run it, not through the shepherd, it has to go through Baba Adeboale folks. He has a special office who he is in charge. Okay?
Okay, give us the second way forward.
Second way forward. As Baba Adeboale relinquish their power and give the power to the people by the people of the people and for the people. Let the youth take over. Second way forward. Baba Adeboale should accept that right now in this issue.
Yes.
There will be no victor, no vanquish.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. In this issue, let Baba Adeboale allow the shepherd to sit.
Okay.
And after 6 months, he comes up with something against him. We all will join him. If we see the things tangible, we'll say, yeah, we don't want you, Baba, go. But Baba Adeboale cannot use his own power and his little group he has behind him to say they don't want the shepherd. And that's the reason why. Let me tell you this. Let me use this platform to tell you something. We in the parochial committee, we have given up two things in order to bring peace.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. One, we've talked to Baba Daudu. Baba Daudu, because people are saying, oh, they don't want you, and you're going up there to cause commotion. You want to someone, they don't want to hear you. We say, Baba Daudu, we don't want to make you get the bad name. We want to know what these people stand for. So please, just play a low key. We're not going to put you on the podium to sermon for the next 3 weeks. Okay? And that's why 3 weeks now, nothing has come out of Metro. But there are things that are happening that I will tell you, I will expose them now to you. All right? 3 weeks now. Now, there was somebody who is a member of the church, who is neutral, decided, brought that idea up, and we accepted. Okay? Second, we talked to the youth. The youth themselves saw that, okay, you know what? We have been protesting. Let's give them a break. You know, just like in any war zone, there's sometimes the two warring factions put down their weapon to get themselves together again and see whether there will be a truce for peace.
Yes.
The youth decided to step down. That's why last Sunday they did not demonstrate or protest.
Yes.
This Sunday again, they're not going to protest. Do you understand?
Yes.
But within these 3 weeks, Baba Adeboale has played his game, and we saw it. Now we have seen that, oh, Baba Adeboale is not about the shepherd. Okay. Let me ask you a question. When there is no active sitting shepherd, who takes over the administration of the church?
Yeah, we're with you.
Who takes over the administration of the church? Is it Baba Adeboale or the parochial committee, the elected parochial committee?
Yes.
Okay. So we decided that we decided in parochial committee that, you know what? We don't want to provoke the other side. Let us find neutral people that will be sermoning every Sunday.
Yeah.
Neutral people that will be conducting the service every Sunday.
That is the best strategy, and we have actually recommended this. Yeah.
We brought that up. But I'm going to tell your platform that Baba Adeboale, like I said, that if he doesn't have his finger on it, there is no peace in Metro. Let me tell you, the first Sunday we tried that.
Okay.
We brought Baba Leo, who is a senior clergyman. He has his own parish. He came, the sermon all right, he went away. There was peace. When Baba Adeboale saw that, you Baba Adeboale, there is no elder council in Metro Parish, there is no committee in Metro Parish. The only committee there is the parochial committee. You could not tell the parochial committee that you want to make a meeting on the 26th. After everybody has left, you gather your cahoots and put them together and stand in front of them. There will be meeting on the 26th of March. We heard about that.
That's tomorrow.
People come. Yes. And then we said no. That was 3 weeks ago. We said no. We don't know about that. All right, listen. The second week after Baba Leo has preached, we decided to put another neutral person there. Who is this guy who brought this peace idea initiative? Alagbakule, God bless him. Who brought the peace idea, and we decided to go by his idea. Now, Alagbakule was to conduct the service. We already Alagbakule was to sermon, and we already get somebody to conduct the service. Guess what? Baba Adeboale did not tell anybody.
Okay.
He went and invited
Okay, at this point, we need to pick Baba Confirm. He's been on the line for quite some time. When I'm through with him, I can come back to you. All right?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, viewers, we have Baba Confirm with us. We want to hear from Baba Confirm. He has one or two contributions he wants to tell us with regards to the issue that is going on in Metro. It's been an interesting interaction, and we've been listening to Alagba Patrick, Victory at Large, gave us some interaction. But now we are with Baba Confirm. Baba Confirm is the special advisor to the Pastor Reverend EMF Oshofa in United States of America. Hallelujah, sir.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, sir.
Yeah. move some comment quickly.
All right.
And I want you to put this thing to your attention.
Okay, sir.
You can't interview somebody more than 45 minutes or 50 minutes. That's too much for your show.
Okay.
Because a lot of followers being there, they're not interested to be for one person to listen to one person at least more than 10 minutes.
Yes.
Because you need a follower, people will follow you. Even if people going to follow you,
you're right.
Can follow you.
That's noted, sir.
Now, if you are your show and the people want to insult people or call people name, you have the right to tell that person, please, for my show, because that's your show. For my show, please, I don't want you to call people names for my show.
I've been saying that. I've been trying to say that.
Yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. Because I want to talk to you before. If you can put it for the show, and there's a very right something I'm saying to you, because you know something. Me also, I'm have my own show.
Yes.
Where I'm doing.
Yes.
If people calling for my show, I know something. I'll take that person to say, listen to me. For my show, I don't want you to cause for my show. I don't want to call people name. I don't want to do this. Because the way you go to the show and they call the people Jezebel, that's you get it wrong, sir. For your show, and they will be out there. Don't be one person saying, okay, you call yourself, say, you are fight for Celestia, you don't fight for Celestia.
That was the question I asked. I said, why did you call people Jezebel?
Okay.
Yes.
Now, he said, in the fight for Celestia, who can fight for Celestia? And that shop away God to send this Celestia through him. He do some job we want to do. Many people pass through before they die. Why you want to fight for people? Any show, any video they want to see outside, your voice could be number one, and it could be the end. You put it outside there, you something wrong with you. Trust me for that. Now you call yourself say you are a Catholic. If it's Celestial not pay, you go back to your church. Go back to your Catholic you're coming from. Because Celestial, you don't take it all that nonsense. Trust me, sir.
Yeah.
Celestial, you don't tolerate that nonsense. You are insult. You, the day with this guy, he come to the harvest for a peace parish. Calling me, they do interview for me, they recording me. He said the sub parochial committee or a CCC for Metro. What I think about, I said nothing concern me there. He said, why not something not concern me there? And they started to push me. They said the pastor said that, the pastor said that. You know something we said that day? He said, if the pastor say, say something like that, he will hold the pastor accountable. It's online. Something wrong with the guy. He said, will hold the pastor accountable. You say pastor is your bishop. Pastor is your pope. What way you call him? Officer pastor. You talk to what he calls Olori Ami. You call him a lot of them, go to the online and they go and check a lot of things there. Something wrong. You know, supposed to allow something like that, say, somebody like that to come to the show and you yourself go interview somebody like that. We don't want something like that.
That's why I was asking him question about it.
To be totally suspended for Celestial Worldwide.
I mean, this is Celestial Reality Check. Our responsibility is to bring out the truth. He accused the Baba Adeni of collecting bribe, and then I asked a question about it. Those are the things we want to find out.
Okay, now,
yeah.
Pastor tell you to write a letter. Write that letter, and then you have somebody with you think that person is the truth person to you, and then you think that, and they say to that person, okay, pastor says something to me, and then that person go outside and go and leak that secret to their member for the metro. Now the guy go and hear something like that, and they start the cause Adeni. What can Adeni do for him? We don't know this guy for Celestia. You know him? Me, I don't know him.
Because you know, the day where I go to the metro, listen to this very carefully. Let it be in the right and be online. That day, where I'm the subcommittee, he called me my name. He said, Jacob, it's you when you could report you for my Discord. Now, a grandfather I had in America.
He said he's going to deport you.
Ask him. If you do online, you hear me right now.
Back to Benin Republic.
Now, he said he will deal with me. He will be covered for this country. I see your grandfather.
They deport you to Ajashe.
Maybe your grandchildren, and they talk to you, please don't make me laugh. I don't like that.
No, I'm not laughing. It's just funny that you said that.
That is a serious matter.
Yes.
So, and he said something like that. We said, I think grandfather died of it. And I hung up. And they called me back again. I said, you know what, let me tell you something. Let me give you something. And they can take it up and down.
Okay.
I said, from today, God, I said, your head is there, we don't work good.
No, such words.
I have a problem. You know why I say something like that? I never cause somebody will be my elder for this celestial. Don't me now.
Baba confirm. So can you way forward by Lori or Metro?
Way forward, let me tell you something. This guy can be the problem for the Metro.
Okay.
If anybody not tell you that, now, if they put the Balogun self to trouble, because many people, the way the guy they talk, many people they say, okay, and Balogun send a job. He said for the line and say Balogun call him several times to say make him stop. So Balogun ló ń tẹ́lẹ̀ rí tó lè jẹ́ pé Balogun fún ní agbára tẹ́lẹ̀ but ìgbà tí Balogun wá sọ pé kí náà kó má ṣe mọ́ kó wá mọ̀nà tó máa gbé gbà mọ́ because a lot of things happen tó jẹ́ secret tó wà lọ́wọ́ bọ́ọ̀yì yẹn tó lè jẹ́ pé bọ́ọ̀yì yẹn sá àbí kí bọ́ọ̀yì yẹn kókó ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àbí kókó.
Ọlọ́run ní jókòó.
Ibi tó bá lọ tó ti bú ọ́fíìsì pásọ̀ tó mọ̀ bó ti bú pásọ̀ ẹni tó ti bú Adéníyì ti bú pásọ̀ àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Adéníyì pásọ̀ ló rán jẹ́ àmì pásọ̀ ni tí pásọ̀ bá bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo lè sọ fún un.
Okay, so mo get the point. Anybody tó bá ti bú bàbá Adéníyì ó ti bú pastor.
Ó ti bú pásọ̀ náà.
Okay, so gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ show yìí ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá ń sọ. Anybody tó bú bàbá Adéníyì ó ti bú pastor. Àtobìnrin àtọkùnrin tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ òdì sí aṣojú pastor ó ti bú pastor nìyẹn. Yes, yes.
Just one question again. Tí o bá ti bú Adéníyì pastor ló rán Adéníyì níṣẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Adéníyì kọ́ ló rán pastor níṣẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Pastor ló máa gba Adéníyì kó ti lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún mi. Ó ṣeéṣe kí Adéníyì kó ṣe right. Ó ṣeéṣe kí Adéníyì kó má ṣe right. Pastor ló rán.
Yes. Ó yé bá.
Níjọ́ tí òun sọ bí níjọ́ tá a ṣe kórè tó sọ pé òun máa hold pastor accountable tí pastor bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí òun àti pastor ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ jẹ́ ni àbí báwo pẹ̀lú pastor tó jẹ́ tó máa sọ pé pastor we go hold pastor accountable. Ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ many times.
Okay, so Baba confirm gẹ́gẹ́ bí special adviser to the pastor in United States, we have seen that there are a lot of issues going up and down. Kí ni pátẹ́yìn fúnra yín ti kó láti ensure pé there is peace in Metro and in the diocese?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tí ọmọdé bá ń gbé inú gbó àpàlọ́pọ̀ bí tó máa wó sí.
Ẹ pa mi.
Now, nígbà tó lè jẹ́ kó tó sọ pé ẹnu àpárùn ó máa dákẹ́ tó máa wò bí tó máa ṣe lélẹ̀. Òótọ́ ni mo sọ fún ẹ yẹn. Ní ọjọ́ kìíní àná ó lọ sí Metro. Kí ní Balógun wọn fúnra ẹ lọ sí Metro náà. Nígbà tó lè jẹ́ kó lọ bìrì ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àbí tó sọ̀rọ̀ wípé mo wá bẹ̀ láti wá pé kí wọ́n á di sọ́ọ̀bù kọ̀mìtì. Ó sọ láàárín wọn ó wà nínú online pé Jacob tí wọ́n bí anything who be Jacob bàbá. Mo lè pè mí náà òdì kí n má lè gbé adìyẹ ẹlẹ́sìn àyè àti ọdún orí mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni nǹkan kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi bàbá ẹgbẹ́ kan máa ṣe lọ. Mo sọ̀rọ̀ kan níjọ́ kan mo sọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́jọ́ mo ní ọdún méjì ló ti fẹ́ pé ọdún méjì tí ẹ gbé sùúrù ní mi ò kí bòye bàbá mi ò fẹ́ jẹ èjò mi ò fẹ́ kankan afọbajẹ làwa ẹ lọ wádìí mi ò bòye rí so anything tí èèyàn máa sọ sí àgbà bàbá á jìyà ìṣáàdì tó Ọlọ́run tó mọ̀ sọ fún ẹ gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ mẹ́tò rẹ̀ ń gbọ́ kékeré ni ó ń lo ọkùnrin yẹn ó ń lò ó ni ọkùnrin ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá kọjá ṣé o mọ̀ pé ó pé náà ó gbé mọ́tò fún ẹ pé kó rọra nǹkan wá ibi tó dé láti ra nǹkan ó ti ra nǹkan ẹ̀ oníwọ̀ náà lè tún sọ gbókè náà mo tún ní ibì kan tí mo fẹ́ lọ ó ti kọjá ẹ̀ nìyẹn kò jẹ́ kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ibi tó ní kó lọ ní kó lọ ó ti ṣẹ́ ní nǹkan tó pè ní mídíà àbí nǹkan nígbà yẹn ìwọ gangan fúnra ẹ̀ náà Victor ìwọ náà wà nínú àárín wọn gbà yẹn náà.
àárín kí ni.
ó wà nínú àárín àwọn tó ń búyàn gbà yẹn náà.
tó ń búyàn bí báwo celestial reality check làwa ń ṣe à ń bú anybody tó bá yẹ ká bú ni.
ìyá o ti bú mi náà rí.
mo bú yín bàbá confam àgbàlagbà níyìn.
ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé mo fi di Ọlọ́run mo lè fi ọmọ tó jẹ́ fún mo fi wù ẹ́ bí ò bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo mọ ohun tí màá ṣe fún ẹ.
bàbá confam ẹ ṣáà máa pa wá a mọ̀ pé ègùn lẹ́yìn ègùn níyìn ìṣọwọ́ yín ẹ ti sọ́ọ̀sì ẹ ní pé nítorí pé wọ́n sọ pé ẹnu àgbà rùn àgbà bá kúkú fi òye bí agbára yín ṣe pé ẹ jọ bàbá confam wọ́n accuse yín ní kankan ṣé ẹ̀yin lẹ lọ ju nǹkan sí metro tí wọ́n fi gbédè ara wọn.
tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ṣé ẹbí mi bẹ̀.
kò dìgbà tá bá rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu àjẹká tó mọ̀ pa jẹ.
mo lọ síbẹ̀ ṣé ẹ̀rí ẹsẹ̀ mi bẹ̀.
bàbá confam.
nígbà tẹ̀ tí ń lọ síbẹ̀ jẹ́ ìdí pé ẹ sọ pé kí náà wípé mo jẹ́ kìnnìkìnnì pè mí náà pé mi ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan ẹ bá ẹsẹ̀ mi bẹ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ẹsẹ̀ mi bẹ̀ náà kí lè wá sọ ọdún gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dárúkọ mi sí dákúdà kó o sì máa pa gbogbo wọn ni. bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ má dá orúkọ mi sí dákúdà o.
Mọ́kànfọ́ kí ni way forward ẹ̀yin gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojú pastor representative advice wo ìmọ̀ràn wo lẹ́yìn fún pastor lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí.
advice tí mo ní láti fún pastor ni pé pastor ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń gànú ẹ̀kọ́ ń gànú ìbẹ̀yẹn ti gbọ́n kan tí pastor sọ ni pastor ní ìbẹ̀yẹn ó ti jẹ́ outhouses pastor ni olùṣàgùtàn ń bẹ̀. bí pastor anybody pastor bá rọrọ síbẹ̀ yẹn pastor kan lọ síbẹ̀ kó lọ ṣe ọ ní pastor olùṣàgùtàn. ẹ ó gbẹ̀yìn ò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ ó ṣe òdì gbẹ̀yìn ò sí lọ́wọ́ regional gbẹ̀yìn ò sí lọ́wọ́ anybody pastor ló ń control nǹkan ẹ̀ láti Nàìjíríà bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá gbéra ẹ̀ tó bá gbèrò sí metro àbùkù ló ń kàn bẹ́ẹ̀. òótọ́ ni mo sọ fún everybody kó jáwọ́ kẹ́ni Patrick kó má léèkì fún rárá nǹkan tó bá léèkì fún kò ní dá rárá tẹ́ súnmọ́ tẹ́jọ jẹ́ mídíà tẹ́ ń bá nǹkan jẹ́ ẹ pé.
mídíà lẹ́yìn náà bàbá confam ẹ̀yin náà máa ń jáde ẹ̀yin náà àjọ ń bá nǹkan jẹ́ ni bàbá confam. ẹ̀yin lẹ láwọn mídíà ń bá nǹkan jẹ́ ẹ rí i pé mò ń for a lot of time bàbá confam mo ti sọ fún Patrick calm down jẹ́ kí emotions ẹ má jẹ́ kó override nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ tó jẹ́ àgbàdo tútù kì í gbọ́ràn ìbọ̀nà máa fi pa á.
ẹ má jẹ́ kán fi ìbọn pa ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run.
olùjàgbà tútù kò tẹ̀ tó lè bú. olùbí tí mo lóde.
bàbá confam orí live lẹ́wà àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ yín.
ìyá mi ò bá rọ̀ àìmọ̀ ìgbà tó kú mi náà. ó kú mi náà ó pásọ̀ náà wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún pásọ̀ ni.
ọmọdé wọ́n ní ọmọ ẹni ò burú ká lè fẹ́kùn pàjẹ́ ẹ̀yin àgbà náà lè pa.
sáà gbọ́ mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún pásọ̀ ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
anything happen as a good to give pastor report.
Yes.
ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ kí mo sọ fún yín.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
gbogbo nǹkan tó kè náà tí o fẹ́ parọ́ fún ẹ ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ lóru àná ó ti wà ní Kétu.
ọ̀rọ̀ títa ní sọ lóru àná.
tí pátí fi sọ lóru àná tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ dáadéni tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ everybody ó ti wà ní Kétu.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà la ṣe jáde pé ká béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ evidence wo ló rí.
ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àwọn àgbà wọ́n ti jókòó lé lórí pé irú èèyàn wà ní eléyìí. irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó lè jẹ́ kó lè sọ irú rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ dá máa bójú wò tí a bá mú kó ní sẹ̀lẹ́sì àyàfi kó fi lẹ̀ because celestial pay nìyẹn kò pay ẹ̀ náà nígbà tó pay ẹ̀ kí ló dúró síbẹ̀ tó ń bàjẹ́ fún. Let's go and see now.
Yeah. So.
Àwọn tó rún pàápàá báyìí tó ń tì í àbí tó sọ kó ṣe kíní kan báyìí gbogbo náà jókòó because gbogbo ló ní ọmọ tiẹ̀ tí òun ní ni.
Kò sí ẹni tó ń ti Patrick ó ti sọ when he came here pé he's actually speaking for himself, he's not speaking for anybody.
tó bá speaking for himself pàápàá báyìí tó bá gbọ́ speaking for himself is there something wrong with am. Nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí tí o mọ̀. Òótọ́ ni mo sọ fún nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí tí ò bá jẹ́ wípé èèyàn kan rán kó lè jẹ́ pé òun náà ló jókòó tó ro ara ẹ̀ tó rò pé ìjọ yìí o mo wọnú ìjọ yìí lóòótọ́ mo fẹ́ ba ìjọ yìí jẹ́ bàbá bí ilẹ̀ kó àwọn nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ là pé ṣẹlẹ̀ là pé àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àjọ wa ní ìmọ̀ pé aṣọ tó ń wọ̀ ló pé gbogbo aṣọ yẹn o lè wọ aṣọ àmọ́ aṣọ yàtọ̀ sí aṣọ yàtọ̀ sí aṣọ olo happen tó bá rí mi anywhere ẹ máa ṣọ́ mi anywhere tó máa rí mi tó bá rí ọmọ ọba ó máa rí ẹwà lára ẹ̀ ni.
Àtìmọ́tì
mi tó pè mí lórúkọ èmi.
Ẹ má bínú bàbá confirm. God bless you, sir.
Ó pè mí lórúkọ ok jẹ́ ká máa wó lọ.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá confirm. God bless you bàbá.
Ẹ gbá mi kó lórí ìṣòro yìí lọ.
Ẹ̀yin fúnra yín lẹ call in.
Ó pè mí ká tó pè mí padà o ìgbà tó ṣe kiri báyìí tó lẹ pé ẹ̀ ń rojọ́ for 1 hour èmi ò ní táìmù yẹn orí pé mo ní táìmù please kúrò lórí fóònù mi jọ.
Bàbá confirm ẹ tẹ red fúnra yín ẹ̀yin lẹ call.
Èmi kọ́ mo kọ́ ẹ o bóyá o ṣe rọrùn.
Bàbá confirm violence lẹ gbé wá pẹ̀lú agbára venerable yín lédi. Ṣé anointing violence lẹ lọ gbà lọ́wọ́ pastor EMF ní kí ló dé? All right. Ẹ ṣeun gan sir. God bless you sir. Yes sir. Yes. We just want to conclude on all of this discussion with CCC Metro Parish. For everybody listening to us, we cannot continue to allow our emotions to override our expressions or our actions. And no matter how passionate you are, I'm speaking particularly to Patrick, Alagba Patrick, Victory at Large. Do not allow your emotions to override your reactions, and do not be quick to speak. Do not be eager to react based on what you hear, what you see, or what you perceive. Your perception may not be always right, and it's better to be patient, see it, and allow other people to see it. And then when you are interpreting it to yourself, allow other people to also make an interpretation, because everybody may be seeing things from a different perspective and from a different angle. And some of the things you are seeing could mean different things. And if you are not careful, it's really going to be a very big issue. So I'm taking us to another section now. We have come to the end of this discussion about Metro, and I just want to take us to another discussion right now. Let's see this Orioke matter if we can before we close for today. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it.
The one,
yes. Malika is on trance right now. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sọ́nà fún yín ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ́nà báyìí.
Kúrò lẹ́nu mi o. Ó tí ìyá ni ṣáwọn yóò tí ì wá sórí ìlà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó ti fọ́n.
Hallelujah náà.
Hallelujah.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ń wá sórí ìlà ni mò ń kí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ń wá sórí ìlà ni wọ́n ń kí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́.
Ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣé wọ́n ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ.
Mo
wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ.
tó bá ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ.
tó bá ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ.
mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ.
mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé káwọn gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí àwọn ń sọ.
wọ́n náà wọ́n ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ.
wọ́n láwọn gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ.
gbogbo ènìyàn tó wà lórí ìlà yìí.
gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà yìí.
mo kí gbogbo yín dáradára.
mo kí gbogbo yín dáradára.
èyí ní tí ìṣọjọ́ kẹfà tí Málíkáì ti wà lórí ìtẹ́.
èyí ní ọjọ́ kẹfà tí Málíkáì ti wà lórí ìtẹ́.
Roka dafa uka uda mauka uda halianda. Ẹni tó máa fáyà yẹn fún mi ẹ bá mi fún ní máìkì kò fi àyà kó fi gbé mi sínú ẹni dáadáa. ṣé àwọn èèyàn tí ń wá sórí yìí ńlá.
ṣé àwọn èèyàn tí ń wá sórí ìlà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni. afẹ́tọ́ láti ṣọ́nà fún yín ni ẹ̀yin èèyàn tí ẹ wà online ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run afẹ́ ṣọ́nà afẹ́ sẹ́ ẹ wọlé sórí ìlà kẹlẹ̀ ìṣọ́nà ìmọ̀ alágbára.
If you are able to hear what he's saying, just be typing it that we are listening, we are listening, we are listening.
Àwọn tó bá lè ṣọ́ mi ní ìbí báyìí.
Àwọn tó bá lè ṣọ́ wọn ní bíbá yìí.
Tí wọ́n wà lórí ìlà yìí.
Tí wọ́n wà lórí ìlà yìí.
Olúwa ní kí n sọ fún ẹ.
Olúwa ní kó sọ fún wọn.
Gbogbo ohun tó ń pa ẹ́ lẹ́kún.
Gbogbo ohun tó ń pa ẹ́ lẹ́kún.
Láti òní lọ.
Láti òní lọ.
Ó ní ìsìnkú mọ́.
Ó ní ìsìnkú mọ́. Jésù.
Málíkáì tí wá lórí ìtẹ́ yìí fọ́jọ́ mẹ́fà láì jẹ́ láì mú láì fóhùn kóhùn sẹ́nu.
Málíkáì ti wà lórí ìtẹ́ fún dídí ọjọ́ mẹ́fà láì jẹ́ láì mú láì fóhùn kóhùn sẹ́nu.
Àwọn ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi.
Ẹ wo ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó wà lọ́wọ́ Málíkáì.
Olúwa sọ pé bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ yìí ṣe wà ní títàn.
Olúwa sọ pé bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ yìí ṣe wà ní títàn.
Gbogbo ẹni tí wọ́n ti fi òkùnkùn sínú ayé.
Gbogbo ẹni tí wọ́n ti fi òkùnkùn sínú ayé ẹ̀.
Àti àwọn tó wà ń bí.
Àti àwọn tó wà ń bí.
Àtàwọn tó wà lórí ìlà.
Àtàwọn tó wà lórí ìlà.
Àtàwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi.
Àtàwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi.
Ọlọ́run máa lọ tọmọlẹ̀ síbẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run máa lọ tọmọlẹ̀ síbẹ̀ àmì Jésù.
Tí àwọn yàn wá sórí ìlà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá mi.
Àwọn mélòó ló wà ń bẹ̀?
45.
Olúwa sọ pé.
Olúwa sọ wípé.
Àwọn kan máa kẹ́tì ikú ó.
Àwọn kan máa kẹ́tì ikú.
Torí wípé wọ́n ti gbàdúrà títí.
Nítorí pé wọ́n ti gbàdúrà títí.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àáfà.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àáfà.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àdáhùn iṣẹ́.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àdáhùn iṣẹ́.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo.
Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo.
Ṣùgbọ́n èmi ló májẹ̀mú orí òkè àìjẹ́ àìmú yìí.
Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lo májẹ̀mú orí òkè yìí àìjẹ́ àìmú yìí.
Wípé gbogbo èèyàn tó bá wá sórí ìlà yìí.
Wípé gbogbo èèyàn tó bá wá sórí ìlà yìí.
Látòní yìí lọ.
Látòní lọ.
Ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìrí ibùkún.
Ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìbùkún gbà àmì Jésù.
Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà yìí.
Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà yìí.
Ẹ máa kọ́ wípé Olúwa àbùkún mi.
Ẹ máa kọ́ wípé Olúwa àbùkún mi. Everybody online be typing it that God bless me.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa tẹ́.
God bless me.
Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà yẹn máa tẹ́.
Everybody online be typing it God bless me.
Ọlọ́run bùkún mi.
Ọlọ́run bùkún mi God bless me.
Be typing it.
Ẹ máa type rẹ̀. God bless me. Ọlọ́run bùkún mi.
Sheila.
Biru jama biru jiro fadama ale jiraba biru dana nawaselo.
Ẹ wá tó àtúpà méjì náà síwájú.
Ale ma jira le fada biru ku jama ta le nawaselo. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ya ale ku fadiru samata lo nawasebitun. Ya akulika unaza jiru apara bijuru bamatu. Ya ale ukamara kabiru jimata le nawasa ubi. Michael ya arba sarubi jirafa ba nasuri jamatunu ya elelawa bi ya wabi huda kada fauda hakauda ya tababi nasama suri jimata ama bi kulli jamata robi huda kauda wa fauda kada ma baba nasaji musau bilwa huda kauba fauda biluna kaba za masuri bi jamata afa robi nasajimu yalo ya Allah. Hallelujah.
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 Ẹ wo àwọn àtùpà tó wà níwájú mi.
Ẹ wo àwọn àtùpà tó wà níwájú màlẹ́kà yìí.
Olúwa sọ pé kí fi ìgbàdúrà fún àwọn ènìyàn.
Olúwa sọ pé kó fi gbàdúrà fún àwọn ènìyàn.
Láti èní yìí lọ.
Láti èní yìí lọ.
Gbogbo ìwọ tí ogun ìdílé ń jà.
Gbogbo ìwọ tí ogun ìdílé ń jà.
Ogun ìdílé bàbá.
Ogun ìdílé bàbá.
Ogun ìdílé ìyá.
Ogun ìdílé ìyá.
Láti òní yìí lọ.
Láti òní lọ.
Ogun yẹn máa ṣẹ́.
Ogun yẹn máa ṣẹ́ àmì Jésù.
Olúwa sọ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló wà ń bí báyìí.
Olúwa sọ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló wà ń bí báyìí.
Tó wà lórí ìlà yẹn gángan.
Tó wà lórí ìlà yìí gángan.
Tó jẹ́ pé.
Ogun
ìdílé ló ń dà ẹ́ lámú.
Ogun ìdílé ló ń dà ẹ́ lámú.
Tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó ṣoríire.
Tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó ṣoríire.
Olúwa sọ pé lórí òkè májẹ̀mú àánú dà wáyé.
Olúwa sọ pé lórí òkè májẹ̀mú nípa wà yìí.
Tátí wà nílé àánú.
Tátí wà ní ilé àánú.
Ilé àánú là wáyé o.
Ilé àánú là wà yìí.
Ilé àánú là wáyé o.
Ilé àánú là wà yìí.
Olúwa sọ pé.
Olúwa sọ pé.
Látòní ìlọ.
Látòní lọ.
Àánú ní ìsálọ nínú ayé.
Àánú ní ìsálọ nínú ayé. Àmì Jésù.
Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà.
Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà lórí ìlà. Ẹ máa kọ́.
Olúwa lànà fún mi.
Olúwa lànà fún mi. God open way for me. Make way for me. Everybody online should be typing God. Make way for me. Lànà fún mi.
Àwọn tó wà lórí ìlà yẹn ìwọ ẹni ìkọ́kọ́lọ́ péyàn 20 wọlé.
Ìwọ tó wà lórí ìlà yẹn make sure wípé o pè èèyàn ogún wọlé. Invite another 20 people.
Ẹni ìkọ́kọ́lọ́ péyàn 20 wọlé.
Ẹni ìkọ́kọ́lọ́ péyàn 20 wọlé. One person should invite another 20 to come after them.
Olúwa sọ pé.
Nítorí Olúwa sọ wípé.
Èèyàn 100.
Èèyàn 100.
Lòun fẹ́ gbé sókè kó tó dọ́jọ́ Friday.
Lòun fẹ́ gbé sókè kó tó dọ́jọ́ agbára tó ń bọ̀ yìí.
Ẹ máa kọ́ ṣé wọ́n kọ́.
Ẹ máa kọ́.
Olúwa lànà fún mi.
God open way for me.
Olúwa lànà fún mi.
God make way for me.
Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ṣe program tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Ó ti pẹ́ tí wọ́n ti ṣe irú program tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Torí ayé gbógun.
Ìdílé pé ayé ń gbógun.
Ayé gbógun.
Ayé gbógun.
Wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣe mọ́.
Wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣe mọ́.
Torí wọ́n rí pé à ń tú àwọn ènìyàn sílẹ̀.
Ìdílé pé wọ́n rí pé à ń tú àwọn ènìyàn sílẹ̀.
Ṣùgbọ́n Olúwa ní kí n sọ pé.
Ṣùgbọ́n Olúwa ní kí wọ́n sọ wípé.
Àsìkò tí yìí tó.
Àsìkò ti tó.
Gbogbo àwọn tá à ń tú sílẹ̀ yẹn.
Gbogbo àwọn tá à ń tú sílẹ̀ yẹn.
Àwọn tí wọ́n lágbára burúkú tí wọ́n ń lò yẹn.
Àwọn tó lágbára burúkú tí wọ́n ń lò yẹn.
Láti wákàtí yìí lọ.
Láti wákàtí yìí lọ.
Ọlọ́run máa ṣí wọn lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Ọlọ́run máa ṣí wọn lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ́.
Ọlọ́run máa ṣí wọn lọ́wọ́ yìí ṣẹ́.
Àmín Jésù.
Ọlọ́run máa ṣí wọn lọ́wọ́ yìí ṣẹ́.
Àmín Jésù.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa kọ́ Olúwa lànà fún mi.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa kọ́ Olúwa lànà fún mi. Let everybody online be typing it. God make way for me.
Tó o bá ní ìtì ìṣe dátà.
Tó o bá ní ìdí ṣe dátà.
Lọ́ọ̀ yá.
Lọ yá.
Ó dákò yá dátà káyẹ̀ fi dá.
Ó dákò lè yá dátà káyẹ̀ fi dá.
Kó má fi ìwé tí ń ṣe àwọn ohun ààyè lọ.
Bí kò máa fi wo èyí ní ṣe àwọn ohun ayé lọ.
Táyé dẹ́ máa wà lójú.
Táyé dẹ́ máa wà lójú kan.
Ṣílà.
Abiru jire samabile nawa sadobi. Ale kajiru jamabile law.
Ago
mọ́kànlá la máa parí.
irun lè jà sàdá kò lè má mọ owó ìjì mo sàdá náà. alẹ́ kàjírù sámámá bìlẹ̀ náà wá sẹ̀jú. àkàbíkà ọ̀nà sẹ́dàlà ọ̀nà sẹ̀bíjù alẹ́ pa. àmàbẹ̀lẹ̀ làwọn sàlómi yàá kó àbà. Allahumma sole Allahumma jijama sedono jiwa fabi ya leka masiru jima.
Olúwa sọ pé ẹnìkan wà lórí là ń bẹ yẹn.
Olúwa sọ pé ẹnìkan wà lórí là ń bí.
Ọmọ lòun wá.
Ọmọ ló ń wá.
Kẹ́ni náà sọ wípé òun ni.
Kí ẹni náà sọ wípé òun ni.
Mo fẹ́ rẹ́ ní yìí náà.
Ẹ fẹ́ ní ẹni náà.
Èèyàn kan wà lórí yìí là ń bẹ yẹn.
There is someone online now.
Ọlẹ́ ọmọ fẹ́ jẹ́ kó o sọ ní inú ẹ ọmọ lòun wá.
He's praying for the fruit of womb.
Tó bá wà ń bẹ yẹn.
If the person is there.
Kó o sọ pé òun ni.
Kó sọ wípé òun ni. The person should signify.
Ìwọ wọn máa ṣẹṣọ pẹpẹ yìí fún mi jẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ yìí máa gbé máìkì sí. Ọmọ ọ̀lẹ́ni ẹ̀ ń wá.
Ẹni ẹ̀ ń wá ọmọ.
Tó bá wà ń bẹ yẹn.
Tó bá wà níbẹ̀ yẹn.
Kó máa tijú o.
Kó máa tijú o.
Torí adániwáyé ìrán mi yìí sí.
Ìdílé pa adániwáyé ìrán sí.
Sì sọ pé òun ni.
Kẹ́yìn sọ wípé òun ni.
Ilé orúkọ ẹ.
Fúnkẹ́.
Fúnkẹ́ ni. Olúwa sọ pé.
Olúwa sọ wípé.
Rókà údà fa úmà údà káúdà hálẹ̀ ìndà káúdà.
Okay, so in conclusion, I already said some words to you in conclusion. So, and if you listen to what Baba Confirm said, so many things that Baba Confirm said, he actually also said that you need to calm down and slow down with the pace of some of the energies. Those are the words. Let me just summarize it that way. So, what is the last words you want to say so that I close that chapter out?
Okay, I want to say to my people, my listeners, and your listeners on this forum, that I'm appealing to you guys. Let's exercise some patience. Things, no matter how hot the fire is, it cannot continue burning. We hope God of Celestia, the Almighty God Himself that we worship, will find a truce between His children so that we can live in peace. I'm not in all of this just because I want to get fame. No, it's not about fame. It's about 4 principles. Standing for the silent majority, standing for the voiceless of Metro Parish.
So please let us in Metro be able to come back peacefully, discuss in peace with each other, and yes.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for, that we are looking forward to, and that the pastor, with all my highest respect, I don't know how high the respect is, I cannot see the top of the respect I have for this pastor. Him, if he should not, by now, I'm not dictating for it, it's just a suggestion. Think about withdrawing Baba Daudu, because right now, if he does that, then the other group in the church will not accept the new one, not because the pastor appointed the new one, it's because if Baba Adeboale and his group tend to rally around that one for approval, then no. We will not accept it. It's not defiance to the pastor. It's just that we know Baba Adeboale basic. If he takes his fingerprints from the authority of the church. We are not saying he should not worship in the church. We are not saying we're going to discard him. But we are saying that that style of having your fingers on everything in Metro should be reduced, if not eliminated. That's all we look forward to.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate your time, sharing your time with us today. God bless you. All right.
God bless you too, sir, and may God give you all the energy, whatever you are doing for the house of God, for this vineyard. May you be strengthened with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and stand for God. If you stand for God, then you're standing for the people's voice. Amen. So may God bless you, your family, and all that you look forward to from God.
Amen. Thank you.
In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
yakubika dana sarubino samabe anuza bajimsuka dana zababu ya amba bikusana jimukuli jamasa ama kuli tatabu ya rubisa ama belela wala sabjumuwa.
Olúwa sọ pé ìwọ fún nǹkan tó ń wọ́mọ̀ yìí.
Olúwa sọ pé ìwọ fún nǹkan tó ń wọ́mọ̀ yìí.
Kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Májẹ̀mú àìjẹ àìmú.
Májẹ̀mú àìjẹ àìmú.
Àìfi ohun kóhùn sẹ́nu.
Àìfi ohun kóhùn sẹ́nu.
Ọlẹ́ ọmọ máa sọ nínú rẹ.
Ọlẹ́ ọmọ máa sọ nínú rẹ.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí fún kẹ́yẹ́ máa tẹ àmì kíkan kíkan.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí fún kẹ́yẹ́ máa tẹ àmì kíkan kíkan. Let her be typing amen.
Ọlábísí náà.
Ọlábísí náà sọ pé òun náà wọ́mọ́.
Ọlábísí náà.
Ohun tó Olúwa sọ fún mi nìyẹn.
Ohun tí Olúwa sọ fún mi.
Olúwa sọ pé kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Olúwa sọ pé kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Àwọn tí wọ́n wọ́mọ̀ yẹn.
Àwọn tí wọ́n wọ́mọ̀ yìí.
Tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọlẹ́ ọmọ sọ nínú
wọn. Tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí ọmọ ọlẹ́ sọ nínú wọn.
Olúwa sọ pé.
Olúwa sọ wípé.
Kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Kọ́dún yìí tó parí.
Ọlẹ́ ọmọ máa sọ nínú wọn.
Ọlẹ́ ọmọ máa sọ nínú wọn.
Olúwa sọ pé àwọn kan wà ń bẹ́yẹ.
Olúwa sọ pé àwọn kan wà níbẹ̀.
Lówó.
Tí wọ́n bá ti lówó.
Wọn ò mọ bówó iṣẹ́ máa ń tán.
Wọn ò mọ bówó iṣẹ́ máa ń tán.
Wọn ò ní àkójọ rárá.
Wọn ò ní àkójọ rárá.
Wọ́n dẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan.
Wọ́n dẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan.
Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti ń dáwó yìí.
Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti ń dáwó yìí.
Owó náà máa kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Owó náà máa kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Wọn ò ní mọ bó ṣe tán.
Wọn ò ní mọ bó ṣe tán.
Wọ́n wà lórí ìlà àbẹ́yẹn.
Wọ́n wà lórí ìlà àbẹ́yẹn.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ò ní.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ní.
Ẹ lè máa sọ fún wọn ní English kọ́lé máa gbọ́.
There are some people online that whenever they are trying to gather money to make something tangible, they won't know how they will spend the money.
Owó kì í dúró lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Owó kì í dúró lọ́wọ́ wọn. They don't always have the grace to collect money together.
Wọ́n wà lórí ìlà àbẹ́yẹn.
Wọ́n wà ní orí ìlà they are online now.
Tí ò bá tijú.
Tí wọ́n bá tijú.
Kọ́ sọ wípé èmi ni.
Kí wọ́n sọ pé èmi ni.
External wares. External wares.
External wealth.
Wares.
Yes. Olúwa sọ pé látòní yìí lọ.
Olúwa sọ pé látòní lọ.
Wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa ní àkójọ.
Wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ní àkójọ.
Àwọn mélòó ló wà lórí yìí láyẹn?
Àwọn mélòó ló wà lórí yìí?
53.
Mo fẹ́ jíṣẹ́ Olúwa fáwọn èèyàn bí báyìí.
Wọ́n fẹ́ jíṣẹ́ Olúwa fáwọn èèyàn ní bí báyìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé mo fẹ́ prophesy.
Ìyẹn ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀.
Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ ìran.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ ìwọ́n to give vision.
Olúwa sọ pé yọkàn wà ń bí báyìí.
Olúwa sọ pé yọkàn wà ń bí báyìí.
Tó bá sì lóyún.
Tó bá sì lóyún.
Oyún ẹ máa ń jábọ́.
Oyún ẹ máa ń jábọ́.
Tó bá sì lóyún.
Tó bá sì lóyún.
Oyún ẹ máa ń jábọ́ ni.
Oyún ẹ máa ń jábọ́.
Ó wà lórí ìlàhùn.
Ó wà lórí ìlà.
Tí ò bá tijú.
Tí ò bá tijú.
Kó sọ pé òun ni.
Kó sọ pé òun ni.
Kí n dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ.
Kó dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ sáyé ẹ̀. There are some people online that each time they are pregnant, they always suffer miscarriage. If such person is online, let her signify by saying, I am the one. Àgbékẹ́ ni. Olúwa sọ pé látòní yìí lọ. Olúwa sọ pé látòní lọ.
Àdàbí tí bá àfohunkóhun sẹ́nu.
Àdàbí tí wọ́n fohunkóhun sẹ́nu.
Ṣùgbọ́n tí mo ò bá fohunkóhun sẹ́nu.
Ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n bá fohunkóhun sẹ́nu.
Tó bá ti lóyún.
Tó bá ti lóyún.
Kó ní ìjábọ́ mọ́ ọ
lóyún. Kò ní ìjábọ́ mọ́.
Abẹ́ni.
Dátùn ní.
Abẹ́ni.
Abẹ́ni. Olúwa sọ pé ìwọ Abẹ́ni yìí.
Olúwa sọ pé ìwọ Abẹ́ni yìí.
Tó bá tútù lóyún.
Tó bá tútù lóyún.
Májẹ̀mú orí òkè yìí.
Májẹ̀mú orí òkè yìí.
Nínú ilé àánú yìí.
Nínú ilé àánú.
Thank you, everyone. It's time to call it a day. We spent almost 3 hours. Do have a lovely night. And happy weekend. Happy Sunday in advance. Bye.